I was gonna say maybe that is what we're missing. You were just playing a little bit of music. Maybe some faint background music. Some sultry sounds.
Some sultry sounds.
Every fucking week, you guys always have glasses, and I'm always drinking out.
Yeah, you never pour it into the fucking... Why?
Because I'm shit.
Hello, everybody.
Cheers.
Welcome to another Brews Day. Pull my beer down so you can see it.
Taco Brews Days.
Once again.
Enchilada Brews Day.
Enchilada Brews Day.
I had burritos for lunch.
Once again, Jason has not poured his beer into the glass yet.
My beer's empty.
Henceforth...
Damn.
It's my first one of the night.
I think Jason really likes his beer because he's already finished one.
No, it was just bad. I had to put it down quick.
Jason really likes
Oh,
his beer.
God.
It's going to be...
Uh-oh, what's happening here?
Endless amount of echo.
It's like that...
I take.
It's like that one song.
What's up, Matt?
The old school Madden days when Ludacris had the theme song.
What theme song?
Echo Unlimited Athletes, breaking you down. Everything you pass is out of bounds and incomplete.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Make you stumble and fumble. Your offense is in deep trouble.
Salud.
Hey.
Chin. So
does it chin mean penis?
No.
I'm pretty sure it means penis.
Should we make the announcement now while your boss isn't on?
Okay.
I'll make an announcement. I found my dog. 9 days later, out in the middle of nowhere, and I found my dog.
Oh my goodness.
Chromecasting you to the 70-inch while I work.
What?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So my head
We're
right
on the
now on
70.
his is fucking gigantic.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Gavin.
Put up a weird ass face just to say this.
That's unfortunate. You got to see that. In
Hi,
high
Sarah.
def. Oh my goodness. Good shirt though. Nice shirt.
It is.
Man, I was looking again to see if Messenger had the $5 shirts again so that we can get a bunch of them.
Yep.
They fucking don't. They were like, hey, we've got a special going on. Fuck you, Brad.
Jason takes up a lot of that screen.
It is roughly a third.
Look, we're about the same.
Roughly a third.
I have broad shoulders.
But I was looking to see, and they were like, "Oh, we have great January deals," and it was like, the more you buy, the cheaper it is. I was like, "Oh, let me see how this is," and it was like anything under 100 is $12 a pop. I was like,
Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
My shirts weren't that bad, but it fucking took almost 3 weeks. I'll be here tomorrow.
No, what'd you get? True shirts?
Yeah.
Do you remember how much I got jerked around by that company trying to get my shit? We're like, oh, it'll be here. I went and go pick it up. Oh, it's not here.
Ordered mine a week after you got yours. Got mine a week before you got yours.
I think it was 2 weeks before I got mine. I got jerked around by them so much.
You paid like 3 times as much as I did per shirt.
I won. Just because of that, I can't do business with them again.
I can't do business with them.
I'll go online where I can be guaranteed they'll be on my doorstep on a certain day.
You say that. I just ordered something for my wife for Valentine's Day last week, and it said delivered by Tuesday. And just today, they finally put tracking information on it.
Oh yeah.
We already exchanged our Valentine's Day gifts because neither of us could wait. I got one of those.
We're terrible with
mermaid pillows.
With the sequins that go up.
Sequins. Yeah.
You got one, or you got her one?
I got her one.
Yo, dog, them Shriz tees are in
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow, Neff. Tomorrow,
What do
Neff,
they look
tidy.
Do they look like that one?
They're like Scarface style.
Nice. I might have to cop me one of them.
10 bucks for the first 10 buyers. After that, it's $12.
I give you $10 right now.
Yeah, I can throw one up here if you want.
Yeah, do it.
sharing.
$10 right now. Oh, I just realized we don't actually have a background. It's just black. That's why it looks weird.
Yeah,
It's that and the bright light shining.
It's like my soul.
Bald head.
If we go to the all 4 of us, don't we have a background?
Yeah.
$9.99. Yeah, take that one penny off. Oh yeah, look at that pale ale for my favorite male.
What are you doing, buddy?
Love lager. Stop for my stud.
Why are those all
Very
new Belgians?
Oh.
Get me a triple XL shirt so I can be a super cool old school with those dress shirts.
I think the 3XLs are already sold out.
Hi Julie, hi Ed. Welcome to the show.
There was another one with some
Make sure you dick bags donate to the Buildings Like
Belgium.
Mountains album gig. Dave, you're late. I got my shit pre-ordered.
So, you know what I did this weekend? I
Masturbated and drank beer.
Played
simultaneously.
and played Fortnite. All three at the same time.
John Wick.
The first one or the second
first one.
Yeah.
Oh,
And you know what else I
fucking
did?
legit.
I watched the video of John Wick or of Keanu Reeves, him preparing in the judo, the jiu-jitsu, the speed gun, and the driving training that he did.
He also does Tai Chi.
For 5... Oh, yeah, Tai Chi's great. But for 5 months prior to the filming, him training every day for a minimum of 5 hours a day. And they brought the Mendez brothers in, which are a jiu-jitsu family. There's like 5 brothers. And just everybody talking about this guy. He works... he's a movie star, but he's the hardest worker we've ever seen.
Fuck yeah.
That was one of the things that they said after The Matrix, but part of the reason why he didn't do a lot in The Matrix was apparently he had a disc that was pressing against a nerve in his back, and he had just extreme pain all the time. And it wasn't until he actually went in and got surgery after the filming that they were able to do anything.
I like the shameless plug, David. I like it.
Shit.
I like
what's
it.
What's the shameless plug?
They're doing an Indiegogo for their.
Oh, okay.
For what?
Indiegogo. It's
Indiegogo campaign.
It's like Kickstarter.
What's Indiegogo?
I just said it's like Kickstarter.
What's Kickstarter?
Basically,
It's like
you
what's the
pre-order
other one
an
that's
album.
like Kickstarter?
Oh, okay.
get there.
GoFundMe.
GoFundMe.
There we go.
You figure out how to share
So
this.
you can
Facebook's
GoFundMe.
hard.
Oh.
It's like Patreon.
Oh.
Wait. Speaking
And
of,
they have-
did you ever verify our Patreon stuff?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just haven't integrated it
Oh, okay.
or like fucked with it. Share.
Take what you
But
got.
I verified the email.
Right
Say.
there.
Oh, is there?
Oh, you guys pay us. Buy me a beer every month.
So I went and
Better
saw.
sign up. The first 10 people to sign up for a $10 donation a month, every month reoccurring for at least a year, get a drink on this couch.
Get a drink on this couch. I went and saw Luke Combs on Thursday night at the Intrust Bank Arena, which probably not a whole lot of people know who that is.
I've never heard of him before. You talking about?
But he is a phenomenal country singer. He's kind of reaching the upper echelon right now. But he's been kind of a low key guy. But he is fucking phenomenal live.
Bigger dude?
Bigger, heavier set, big beard, big red beard.
Like him.
Sarah, I know who he is. A perk to get you a stripper pin in the donation money. But just phenomenal, and he does such a good live show. I saw him last year for the first time, and he had a phenomenal onstage presence then. But it's awesome now because he's headlining his own tour, and he still has that same down home, like, talks to you like, if you didn't know, if you weren't paying attention, you would think that he was literally talking to you face to face and speaking to you, just the way that he tries to incorporate everybody in the entire place, and there's literally thousands of people there. So it was phenomenal to get to watch. We all had a great time. We had 6 in our group go, and then we walked down to Old Chicago and got fucking shit-faced in downtown Wichita.
You in fucking Old Chicago?
I don't know what it
You're
is.
like the
It's
person
weird.
who goes to Times
It's
Square
weird.
and eats an Olive Garden in Times Square.
Okay, to be fair though, Old Chicago is
You
like
could eat an Old Chicago in Times Square.
Old Chicago is the one place downtown Wichita that's like super close and everybody can get food.
Oh, so you mean you can go any place in the world? Like you're in this fancy place in the world. You can go anywhere.
But we
you
had
can go to McDonald's.
we had one person who was underage, so they couldn't go to like a bar or anywhere like that. So that was the only place that we could go that was actually.
Gotcha.
It was
for
the only
everybody.
place you could go.
Well, we were gonna go to
It was
the.
the only place you could go.
We were gonna go to
Get him,
the.
Tate.
We were gonna go to the cigar bar, but we couldn't because she's not 21. So we had to go to Old Chicago instead. And then we Ubered home and played Beer Kart. Tate, don't you come at me with that wrong nonsense. Ooh, twerk it, flip it, and reverse it. Alright,
Who
so
said
you're
that?
from it before you get.
Who said wrong?
Well, that was
The Anchor, Emerson, Biggins at Riverside. Yeah, those weren't all.
what was the YouTube?
I don't
link?
know if all those were within
Probably
walking
Luke
room
Combs.
of the.
It was Sarah, so yeah, it's country.
Whatchamacallit? Because I don't know what any of those are.
It's the only thing the
I
world
also
is
don't know
passionate
Wichita.
about is murder and country music.
Murder and country music.
What kind of
I
country? Like Luke
did-
Combs country music?
Like current country music.
Oh,
I did watch.
current country music is so poor.
It's basically pop.
So
Yeah, it's
so
pop.
let me.
Bet you Luke
But
Combs
you-
is better than current country music.
I mean, he's current, but the dude is very, very good at creating songs. He has one song that's just for his fans, and he plays it literally at every single show that he goes to, and it's really cool because it's just like, I'm sure there's a few people here that I owe beer, 3 or 4 that I owe more than a few, and it's just dedicated all to the fans. So it's really cool to, I know, old school country music, just to watch. But I did see a show on Netflix which absolutely blew my mind. And it was complete shit. I do not understand how it happened.
Oh, thanks for the share,
please
Josh.
don't be Polar. Polar was awesome.
No, it's not Polar. It's
Plain sight bullshit.
No, yeah, kidnapped in plain sight.
That's what my wife and
like,
Sarah watched it.
No, it's fucking bullshit.
Wasn't it the girl who's kidnapped twice by the same guy?
Twice by the same guy.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna ruin this for some people, but dude talks the girl's dad into giving him a handy because he feels like this. I don't like. I can't understand how this all worked out.
Hey, babe.
But the girl, literally, he brainwashes the entire family. Because not only does he kidnap a 13 or 14-year-old girl twice, sleeps with her, brainwashes her into thinking that aliens have kidnapped both of them, and that in order for them to, or order for the world to continue going on, she has to procreate with him before the age of whatever. And then she gets back to her family, and the mom sends her to fucking wherever it is that the guy is.
This motherfucker rolled a 20 in charisma. That's what happened here. Boom!
Well, then but
Nailed
the guy literally...
Is that a D&D thing?
Yes, it is.
The guy literally fucking bangs the girl's mom then, and almost causes them to get a divorce.
So he he rolled through the family.
He
banged the daughter. He banged the mom. Got a hand job from the dad.
I don't know if anybody knows who Wheeler Walker is, but he did the song "Family Tradition."
Did you just make that up, or is that
no? That's just what he said.
Oh, I thought he said she gave him one.
No, the dad gave him a handy. The dad literally gave him a handy.
I hear about this shit from my wife.
This is insane.
Fucking gave him a handy in a car on the side of the road because he was so down and depressed about his life.
Dude,
like this dude brainwashed the entire fucking family.
Either that family is super susceptible,
or
that motherfucker just exudes charisma. Like, what? Have you guys watched The Office? I can't remember the fucking dude, but when he comes in and everything is just sex related, and so everybody's like, I don't know why, but man, it's sexy. And I can't remember the fucking dude's name.
That reminds me of Archer. What's the black guy who's the black Jewish guy?
He said, wait, Tate has a show on Netflix? Tate hate.
Jesus. You remember?
That was a good one.
The black Jewish guy on Archer who everybody just fell in love with?
Even Archer. And he was like, oh, no, not you. Yeah. Did you fuck my mom?
Okay.
Equal opportunity hire? He's an equal opportunity cherry bomb.
That's great.
Neff.
So
I was Gavin.
Is the Anchor like the Anchor Room? Emerson Biggins I haven't heard of. Riverside I feel like I have. Anchor Room is really fucking good. Big Iron, El Paso, PFF, bomb as fuck. I don't know any of these places.
You're talking about the concert. We went to watch Modest Mouse once. That's why I was just smiling, as you said, just somebody who's really just talks to people and whatnot. And Isaac Brock comes out on stage, and he's like, I don't know what tonight is, because I don't have to remember this, but it seems like a school night. And it's after 8:30, which means some of you parents need to go home. And it was a Sunday.
Well, see, to be fair, Neff, I made dinner for all of us that night. So we went down early, and I started cooking. We made stuffed peppers. I make these like scallop potato type deals.
Whoa! What turned into you cooking food?
Because you kept talking about all this food and places to eat.
Oh,
so
okay.
I was lost too.
I actually went and cooked all of the food before we went to the concert because we were making margaritas and food for it beforehand. So like we didn't have a chance to actually go anywhere and eat beforehand because they didn't get there till like 6, and the concert started at 7.
Interruption. Tomorrow apparently is the weigh-in for the weight loss challenge.
Yeah, we're all fucked.
We're good.
and I don't know who decided, Chris.
To do it
the day after the show.
It would be the day after our podcast.
It wasn't me.
When we are drunk, and then we go to Poncho's drunk, which we did last week. You say that now. Wait,
it was glorious.
No,
last week's Poncho's was pretty
Poncho's was glorious.
I bought a shitload of meat yesterday at Smoky River Meats, and I gotta cook it, so I'm not having Poncho's tonight.
So you're gonna go cook your meat?
I got fucking steaks and pork chops, and so my daughter tells me yesterday, I hate meat. And I'm like, you lying motherfucker. And this is on the way home from her being a
Gavin,
dentist.
we're working on it. I had a plan to plug that. Chill.
And she's like, I don't like meat. I hate meat. And I'm like, that's not true at all. I was like, you love breakfast sausage. You love steaks. You love eggs. And she's like, eggs aren't meat. I'm like, yes, it is.
Yes, they are.
And God, what was it? It was something else. And I was like, oh, and you love bacon. You love meat. She's like, no, I don't. And so I'm off work, and it's 4 o'clock. And this is the first time I get to go to Smoky River Meats in like years. So I go in there, and I'm like, you're gonna choose something. We're gonna have it. We're gonna eat it. And so what she finds? She finds fucking pepperoni steaks. And I'm like, God damn it! You don't get a
pepperoni steaks?
Yeah, pepperoni sticks.
Sticks.
And I was like, God damn it! And so I was like, you have to choose something from this section. So she's going around and she finds hot dogs. She's like, no, God, no, you don't get to choose hot dogs. So then I take her up to the front cabinet. I'm like, you have to choose something out of this. And being my lovely daughter, she's like, steak. I want the steak. She's pointing at the flank steak, which is like $11.99 a pound. I was like, did you mean the sirloin tip, which is right behind it? And she's like, yeah, that's what I meant. I was like, oh, okay.
Filet mignon.
That's what. Actually, the filet mignon,
beef pepper sticks.
cheaper than the flank steak.
The flank steak is crazy.
This pick was Jason's.
This is mine.
This is yours. I was there today because Teresa and I have this tradition of on Valentine's Day cooking a porterhouse. We started this tradition last year, and
so it's the second annual. Second annual.
But we've been trying to give Smoky River Meats more and more of our business. Most of it's locally sourced, Kansas grass-fed meat, which I like. But they were out of their porterhouses when I went there today, but they're getting more in this afternoon. I'm going back tomorrow on my lunch. I'm going to get the biggest damn porterhouse they have.
32-ounce porterhouse.
I want a 3-finger.
Oh, Jesus. It's gonna be cold in the
I want this like my Scotch 3 fingers. Fucking porter.
I want this to be a bistecca a la Florentina style steak. 3-finger steak, big. One steak for 2 people. And then,
it's for both of you. It's
yeah,
not just
one
yours.
steak for both of us.
I thought you were gonna man mode this shit.
No,
and I was like, yeah,
no.
There you go.
And so
you're not gonna shit for a week.
Well, I get the grill. I'll prep it very basic with just some Worcestershire. I'll salt it before I put it on the grill. But I'll have that grill like 700 degrees, and I'll do.
My grill only goes up to like 450.
I max that. My gauge goes off the scale.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
But then cook it for like 3 minutes on each side, at as hot as the grill will get, and just sear and render all that fat perfectly, but still nice and pink in the middle. Perfect. And then I think we're going to do a Gorgonzola cheese sauce gnocchi.
Wow.
Which is really good.
Yeah,
it's really good. And then maybe some asparagus. That's going to be our Valentine's Day.
Luke's on. Congratulations, Luke, on your engagement.
Congrats, Luke.
I didn't know he was dating. I've never met his lady.
Oh, cheers to Luke.
Cheers to Luke.
And we're due for a review, aren't we?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we'll come. Start
All
us
right.
off.
So this one, it's a mango wheat, but I don't know if I necessarily taste mango. Which, there's something in there, and I think you might have hit it with watermelon.
Yeah.
But it doesn't necessarily taste like a mango that you would, like if you were to cut open a mango, it smells like mango.
My nose is messed up.
Kind of. But it definitely has more of a smell of mango than it actually does a flavor of mango. It's really not a bold kick in your mouth of mango when you drink it. You can definitely taste the wheat in it. There's nothing really to write home about it. It doesn't really like stand out at all, but it's not bad. Like I would drink this if given to me at a party. I probably wouldn't go out of my way to buy it. I expected a little more with the mango. Which was kind of the zeal of it, but I'd give it a 7. Quick and to the point.
Chris, to me, right.
Chris is busy. He's doing work over here.
Chris is working hard.
So it's not a bad beer. Oh, actually, it's got some sediment in it.
Yeah, it does. It does.
If you
Did
poured
notice
at the
that?
end, if you poured at the very end,
Yeah.
that's when it went in. Up to that point, it was nice and clear. But
Gotcha.
at the end of the can.
Okay. It doesn't have a mango flavor to it, which is very weird. I do get a heavy watermelon flavor from it. Not like watermelon candy, but like watermelon smell, watermelon, just like almost like the juice from a watermelon.
What?
Wait,
Hey, I want to render all your fat.
Blair, are you drunk already?
He wants to take some of it.
Fruit beer taste choice? No,
Yes.
we made an
Yes, it
agreement
was.
to do all the fruit beers today.
I never pick fruit beers.
That's
Except
what
last
you.
week.
Yeah.
I was about to say, hold on.
This doesn't make sense. It's got a little bit of a honey flavor to it as well. I don't get much wheat at all. I don't get that after wheat flavor from it at all. It's very, very light. It's very easy to drink. I mean, this is something that I could easily drink all evening. It's not overly sweet at all either. I think it's like a 7.5. I'd buy it again. It's not super great, but it's really good. I mean, there's nothing bad about this at all. I have no complaints.
Sorry. Chris's projected belch of
disapproval.
No, it was enjoyable. This beer's kind of watery. I don't necessarily agree though. I get mango flavor and I get mango aroma. But it is like you said, it's very light. It's very light. It's not bitter. Oh, thank you. But an enjoyable beer to drink. If it was this sitting beside a Bud Light, I'd take this every day. But
like how you brought back the Bud Lights. 1 week's worth. Are you?
everybody drinks Bud Light.
Was it yours that he said he would drink Bud Light over?
Holy shit!
It was.
Is it just me or does this have a ton of sediment in it?
Oh yeah.
Jason,
Oh
he's
fuck!
all-
Shit!
If somebody offered a Bud Light, I'd take that over.
I'd
this
take
fucking
that
thing.
over this beer. Yeah, it does have a lot.
That being said, I mean, this is not necessarily like my beer of choice as far as like the class, the type. It's not bad. It's got fruit flavor, which is, I would normally say, a detriment to its rating. But
Detriment.
I'll give it a 6.
Wow.
I'm actually surprised. Maybe it's just because you wouldn't buy it, but I guess you said you wouldn't turn it down. So.
I wouldn't turn it down, but I mean, won't be one that I'll look for.
Gotcha. I get that. Especially now if you're looking for something mango. Get that mango cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of along the same lines. It doesn't have enough mango for me. It's more of a light fruited wheat, almost like a Boulevard wheat with a lemon dropped in it, maybe with a mango slice dropped in it.
Oh, I was gonna say Boulevard wheat with a lemon dropped in it sounds delicious.
It does. I don't know why they put like an ugly chick on the fucking bottle too. Like she's not even hot. So the marketing.
had
like
to
one of the
go
old
there.
paintings.
But she's redheaded, so she's fiery.
Yeah, but look at that chin.
She's a drawing. She has feelings.
Sorry. It's not overly tasty. It's one that I'd like order at the bar just to go like, hey, what's this or something like that. But I'm not gonna go out of my way to buy 6 packs of it to drink it often. I'm gonna give it a 6 as well.
Okay.
I don't think it deserves anything lower than a 6 because it tastes good. It's drinkable. It's light, but I just wouldn't buy it often.
So you gotta drink enough till she is hot. Tate, I don't choose fruit beer. Also, Tate, this mango, watermelon, kiwi, lime, grapefruit ale I chose. It's like
right.
Neff and I have traded places. I give it an 8.
Yeah, that's all I got.
So I would definitely say that if you were looking for a mango beer, to go with that mango cart over this one.
The mango cart was really good.
It's not
Neff, the collab that I'm working on with another guy in Salina, I believe. I'm not sure when we'll have it out, we're working on getting it hooked together, but I got my verse ready, and probably within the next month or so. I'm working on a few things.
I'm going to do a live pour.
Live pour.
Change that camera.
Oh. You know what? Of all the texts that I get in an average night, my favorite texts, my absolute favorite texts, are when people send me texts and they're like, "Hey, that beer you were talking about, what was it again?" I love those texts. I love those texts. Yeah. Always send those texts.
They know.
It's got explosion.
Yeah, look at that. That's pretty. I kept the very last bit in the bottle.
She's giving you her mango. Or her fruit.
It looks like a peach.
Giving her a peach, yeah, there you go.
Also,
oh my goodness, Chewy.
We have, I don't remember the date, I gotta look. We've got a trivia night coming up March 1st. Not ours, but here in town at the VU. My wife, Cherry, and some friends, they're putting on for Forever Fun. It's their new events business here in town.
Forever Fun.
Go check it out for some throwback trivia.
You said it's next Thursday?
No,
March 1st.
I'm gonna fucking dominate everybody. It's 2 Fridays.
I believe it's a Friday.
Have a medical category, please.
A what?
A medical category. The only time we've ever won trivia.
It's throwback. Ooh. It's not.
You can have other categories.
So that flavor, without reading the description.
We used to go regularly to Pat's Blue Ribbon before it became Tanner's in Manhattan to their trivia night on Thursdays. And we always got asses on them. And then one day they had a medical category, and Teresa got every question right, and we won. I was like, yes! Always have a medical category. She got every medical question right.
Interesting.
What else was I gonna say? STD identification. I got that shit down pat.
Is it a fruit? No.
Is it green and oozing? That's gonorrhea. Does it burn when you pee?
Wow.
Yeah. That's chlamydia.
That's cool. Fruit beer category. Tate's your dude.
You can phone me in, man.
You can phone me in. I am really impressed by that.
What? This one?
Yeah.
No, this is the second Bock that we've had. Third Bock that we've had.
It took me 5 minutes to think of this up, but Neff's favorite category would be short people throughout history.
Wow. No. It would be nothing but Yosemite Sam.
That was like the I'm not gonna go there.
He's like, I'm small and mighty.
So I want to say something hilarious. So you know how a while back we were talking about diss tracks on with rappers and how there was the whole thing between Meek Mill and Drake.
Yeah.
So they just came out with the song together.
Yeah.
So literally, the funniest tweet I saw and it was a series. They dropped it and the guy goes, "Hold on." So Drake literally ended Meek's career, then came back and resurrected it for him. And you guys might not understand what I'm talking about, but that in and of itself made me laugh for a solid 5 minutes flat.
I can see why it was.
Just wanted you to know that. That is a dope ass picture. Is the sun? Is like
they're dope.
What is happening there? Are they fusing together?
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
I love how he said that with such a straight face. Like this is up for much debate. I've been reading about this for years. Nobody's sure what's happening here. I'm glad you all asked. So from my research,
oh shit!
After years of putting this up, nobody knows.
What's up, Levi? Cheers, bud. So Sarah's hosting a watch party. What the hell is that?
What?
That's like you host a video that you're watching so that your friends can join you.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like, I don't know if she's hosting anything.
Oh, they're watching it right
she
now?
fucking better not be.
Hosting a watch party.
So,
that's cool.
Is this
Thank
like
you.
The Bachelor? Because
I thought it was going to be like one of those things where, like, people, the women at work, where they're like, hey, we're going to have I can't remember the name of it, but it's like those adult parties where it's like, we're going to talk about adult toys and stuff.
The sex toys.
And it's
pure romance.
And you're like,
pure
what
romance.
the fuck? The last people on earth I want to know that I would want to buy a sex toy is
people
somebody from work. Yeah.
No, they're
Oh,
always
that's
about
better.
it. They're always about it.
Yeah.
Like they
What do
literally
they call
go
those?
pure romance.
There's
Also-
another
Pure
one too. I
romance.
can't
No,
remember.
No,
no,
I think
no.
I've heard other things.
Yeah. But no, I was always like, that's the weirdest fucking thing.
But is it not? Like, first of all, the difference between girls and guys, ladies and gentlemen, whatever you want to call them.
Before you go on this tangent, let's plug this real quick. Too.
Plug it.
Go for it, man.
Plug it! Midwest
So,
Underground Fest!
I hate that we were talking about sex toy parties and you both just yelled plug it.
Salute.
So I know.
Plug.
Shout out to
So April 27th, there's a big ass show going
Big
down
Ass Show.
outside of Ellsworth with MC Wilcom, hopefully.
MC Welcome.
Are you doing like the monster truck? Is that what's going on over here?
Come now, come on. Your boy
Grave
Shriz
Digger.
is partying in the building.
There's 2 other rappers, myself, and then a shit ton of rock bands and a little bit of country, I think.
Jimmy's like, what the fuck?
Room 347. I think we saw those.
They
you-
played at the whatchamacallit?
Yeah.
Downtown.
Friday Night Live.
Yeah.
Same with Long Faced Dogs.
Yep.
Is that okay?
Long Face Dogs was the one
They were in the
from
middle.
Hayes.
Gotcha.
That's the dude with the dude that stomped around the whole time.
Yep.
The white tee. Bass
And-
player. He cracked me up. He's very into it.
Yeah.
Sunday.
Taylor Klein, he'll be there. He was at the
Taylor Klein
Paramount
is
that night.
phenomenal.
Yep.
He is a phenomenal musician.
So I found out today by listening to the radio on my way to drop my kid off. Monster trucks.
Are in town this weekend.
No, not only that. There's a point system. I
Yeah.
didn't fucking know that
I
at
didn't
all.
know that.
I thought it was just about smashing cars and rolling over and shit like that. No, apparently there's like semifinals and all
Yeah,
kinds of shit.
I had no
What?
idea. What happened to your
No.
website?
What?
Is that yours?
Anthony Pellegrino? What is it?
Is he talking about your website?
You got,
I was gonna say,
you got
ours
to
isn't
specify. You got to specify.
I'm
what
What's
our-
up?
not if
website?
he is talking about the live feed since
Oh.
it's covered by
Oh, it's
posters.
just blew
Okay,
up real quick.
cool.
I don't know.
I was gonna say, I was like, the Brewers BS one was down because it's still. I'm adding your stuff, which I'm still waiting on pictures.
Well, it's
Oh,
just
I
like
need
everything else
pictures?
that Jason does.
You didn't tell me. You
I get it
pictures.
almost done, and then I
Incomplete,
wait for
disappointing.
fucking Tate to finish.
Jason, you didn't
Incomplete
tell me
and
I
disappointing.
you needed pictures.
I did. I sent you the text like a few weeks back. Yeah, it was on like
I
our
don't think I got
our
that.
feed, and I was like, hey, I think you're facing this way. You're facing this way. I'm facing that way. You need to face this way. And then send me that one other good picture, and then a short description. And I was like, I'll come with the description. Then I was like, no. All I know about you is Chiefs and KU.
What day were you texting me saying just got an Apex win? Just got another Apex win. Was that Saturday?
Saturday, I think.
Saturday. So Teresa, for the last 2 years, has been saying, "Hey, I want to do a different trash can thing," because Leo, our lab, likes to, as he walks by the trash can, he'll flip the lid up with his nose, give it a sniff, and determine whether there's anything he wants in there. No matter how many times you yell and beat that dog,
Beat that dog.
he will still
Steven!
he will still lift that damn trash can lid. And so we have, when we leave the house, we have to put the trash can in the bathroom and close the door.
Damn.
BrewsBROSBS.com website isn't working.
Yeah, it's
It
just like
never has.
Jason. It's been
I was gonna say,
disappointing.
I
like
didn't know that it
Jason.
ever has.
This is
But-
a sad face.
So there's this company
Feel you.
called
Feel
Revishow
you, Anthony.
that makes these like under your cabinet, like, ball bearing slides.
Yeah.
And so we got this dual 35 quart slide pull out thing. I installed it this weekend.
That's when you know you're old. You're excited about trash
Yep,
cans.
that's
I was gonna say, or you could have just went to Sam's and bought their no gravity one that you have to put your foot on, and your dog can't put their nose up because it evenly goes through, but you have to buy.
Leo's
specific.
100 pounds. He could just push the goddamn trash can over. If he
Okay,
wanted.
that's true.
Uh,
I mean,
He'd be like, "Oh, you think that's
I'll
funny,
make the
Dad?"
site
He'd be like, "Watch
live
this shit." He just knocked this damn thing over and
acts
get
like
what
I
he
know.
wants.
You
I
just
don't
got
have-
sad face, Jason.
you
I know. That's why I was like, fine. I'll just make it. I'll just make it live
make
tomorrow.
it live
We
tomorrow.
still got
We didn't get sad face. You did.
Neff's still on it, but what the fuck ever,
Neff's
man.
still on it. All right,
What-
I'll send you
what the fuck
pictures
ever.
right now. Can I send them via text?
You seriously
Yeah,
have not been
I've
able to
got
finish that in all this time.
Great
It's
screenshots.
been done.
Great
Disappointing.
screenshots.
It's absolutely been done.
Why is it
It
not
was
live?
done since I showed it to you,
Why is it not live?
motherfuckers.
Showed
Because
you
for
motherfuckers.
one, you guys were supposed to provide additional pictures so that I can make a banner. If you don't recall that.
So we don't know that we need to give you something?
I guarantee you there is more than one text about that where I said, hey, I need your pictures of you facing certain directions.
See, if you
which
throw it
I believe
in,
he's the only one who sent that.
If you throw
and then
it in,
you were supposed to send 2 pictures of things that you liked or were interested in, so I could add those to a banner of you, so that it's you facing this way, him facing this way, me facing this way.
So you didn't get it done.
Wilcom facing. I got all of my shit done. Everything that was from me is done. I even went as far as to put every single one of our videos, and I still keep it up.
Yeah, he's embedding the fucking YouTube videos into it or something.
I don't remember this.
Why is it not live?
Because you haven't done your part, motherfucker.
How long has it been like halfway done?
It's been majority of the way done for like at least 4 months.
Then why is it not live?
Because you haven't provided your shit. It's like this.
Do you want me to watch when it's not? You don't get that shit.
Fine. You can just look like shit. I don't care.
We're gunshot.
I'll be finished. He'll be finished. You'll be shit. Just like normal.
We're just gonna send all these
shit.
That's fine. You just use all of them.
Great. High quality pictures if possible.
They're the best quality I can send you.
That's fine.
I won't send you any shit ones. I'll give you that much.
Just like everything. Jason,
you know what?
Half done disappointing.
You know what? Instead of your pictures now, since you just made this whole spiel, I'm gonna put the pictures on there of when fucking Elder used to make pictures of you giving that dude like BJ's and fucking peeking on me on the toilet and shit like that. You know what? There it is. That's it. Those are true pictures of Tate.
True pictures of Tate.
The Elder memes. Elder meme saga.
Send you a really drunk picture.
The best Elder memes are the ones of Jason. By far. The best and funniest Elder memes are the ones of Jason.
That's not true. You as the little like suntan lotion girl.
Hey, I will say the shirtless shitter was probably my favorite. Shirtless shitter was probably my favorite
one. Yeah. Little Debbie. Oh man, that was so
fucking
good.
Pigtails.
That was good. You gotta recognize goodness when it's
one
there.
of Julie flipping the camera off. Is that acceptable?
Probably. Anything.
There we go.
Hey, Steven.
That's what we talked about.
I would say our contact page is a little gif of somebody saying, "You have a problem? Put that shit in the comment box." I don't check that shit.
Oh, shit, I have really green eyes in this picture. That's weird.
Yeah. Nope. It's an easy site.
Well, we'll send that one too. There we go. There's 3 pictures. Boom. Mic drop.
Boom.
Wait. Is one of them face? You need to take one this profile, one this profile, because I don't remember which fucking one I need.
Don't even worry about it, dude.
Fuck. God damn it.
Here
we go.
I'm gonna, for my description, I'm just gonna put, he likes KC and he likes hats. If you like KC and you like hats.
It's a picture of you.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Why the hell do you need a profile of each side of my face?
It's not of each side of your face. I only need one from you, but for him, I don't remember which spot he's filling up.
All right, you just take a picture of my face right now, like this.
Don't make no sense.
What's happening? This is
fuck you is happening.
Fuck you is happening. All right, you need a side of the other side too.
No, fuck that. I'll just put you as a Tate spot. I don't care.
It's just pictures of you.
That's as best as it could get. Your head's not that big.
At least you have a green screen, so you
is.
can do whatever the fuck you want with the background.
So, my favorite thing about last week was Wilcom trying to make conversation with the 15-year-old girls at Poncho's.
I do remember that.
What the hell were those girls doing out at that time of night?
I thought you meant the episode last week, and I was going to be like, are you going to bring this
Kansas
up?
Wesleyan college girls.
Those girls were like 15. They had no business being out.
But I knew the one girl.
That's great.
Yes.
You were just awkwardly trying to like cheese into this girl cult. And,
it was a girl cult though. They all wore the exact same outfits.
It's like a volleyball team.
It was.
And they were K-State fans.
Yes, they were.
They were like, fuck KU.
You need one.
I need one.
Either of you two.
Well, and that was the whole thing is
okay.
They were all K-State fans.
I can't believe K-State won that game.
That was a solid game.
They just straight up spanked KU's ass.
They came out at the end and really fucking just went to it.
I kept saying the whole time, they don't stand a chance.
You did. And then afterwards, what did Tate say after they won? The entire night of him saying, "Oh, we were gonna lose. We're gonna lose." What did he do? He said, "End the group chat." KSU Wildcats. KSU Wildcats. KSU
Oh, I remember.
Wildcats.
Because you're like, you need to have that.
I was
same
like,
enthusiasm
Tate,
next
I need
week.
you to have that same enthusiasm when you're with me
So
as when you're not with
I read
me.
that the next morning, and I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? I had no idea. And then
No, those girls were not Kata. They were from the local high school because they just got done playing their volleyball.
yeah, I'm
match
telling you, they
or
were like
whatever.
15.
Yeah, they were high schoolers.
And
I kept
why
making
were
fun
they
of
out
them.
unattended?
I kept making
with
fun
no
of them because they were all
male
yelling They were talking about K-State.
At Ponchos.
At 10
At
9,
10
9:30
o'clock.
It was
at night.
9:15.
No, it was past 9:15.
It was like it wasn't even 10
9:45.
yet. It wasn't 10 yet.
It wasn't 10.
So you of all people, what 10 o'clock? Be home and in bed and read your Bible.
Hey, Carlo.
What is this?
I'm a 9:30er, man.
I'm a 9:30er.
Cheers, Carlo.
9:30 warrior.
Dude, I like my sleep. I'll mess around with my sleep.
What are you guys doing this weekend?
Working. It's
We know what Jason's doing.
I start.
I know what Jason's doing.
Really
I
not allowed to
start-
talk about it.
I start vacation on
Deception.
Sunday.
Why does it seem like you're always on vacation? You're always taking
He
trips.
gave me that
you're
same shit
going-
too. He gave me that.
Don't you
no
miss
end.
like 28 fucking days of work a year?
More than that?
Yeah.
Well, I have. So
Uh,
here's the thing: is every year, like at the end of the year, I get 5 more days to miss. They're called flex days.
Mhm.
So that's 5 more that I just got in January. I get 2 weeks worth of vacation that starts over on April 21st, and that rolls over 6 months. There's no way I ever use all the vacation time. So I'm about to go to Seattle for my sister's birthday. We take this trip every year. It's the week after Valentine's Day because I can't get Valentine's Day week off. Wish I could.
Seriously? Is that a big day?
Oh yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Well,
gonna be
six,
fucking
700 people
Yeah.
that day. What the fuck did you do to your
I
shoulder?
don't know, dude. I'm bleeding a little bit.
I'm bleeding a little
Wait,
bit.
what?
I'm just got a
That's
little
what I'm
blood.
saying.
Just a
Did
little
you
bit of
fall
blood.
down in
Just
the
a
back
little
without anybody seeing
little
you?
bit of blood.
Jesus Christ.
That's what I did yesterday. During baseball practice. That shit hurt. No, but so I'm excited because from Cast here next week, the next day I'll be going to Wichita. We'll be flying to Seattle.
Seattle's cool.
We're doing a lot of brewery tours. A lot of breweries.
So you're bringing a lot of beer back.
I'll see what I can do.
How much can you fit in your luggage?
That's what I gotta figure out. If I can do something pretty cool, I'll try.
Oh, I was gonna say, I guess it's only carry on that you can take so much. You can store as much
Is
as
it?
you can under.
Oh,
As long
dude,
as it doesn't get smashed and break.
So they just had this whole like winter polar vortex
Yes.
up there. It's kind
It
of
was
shut.
not just up there. It was here too. We had it.
Well,
we
no,
were
this
down
was-
to 4 degrees here.
They had a bunch of snow and shit. You're going the same time of year we went, where it's not as nice. Where it's, I'd like to go to Seattle during the summer where it's sunny.
Yeah.
We were there when it was kind of wintry and kind of chilly.
Did you see Allison's post about in South Dakota?
No.
It's negative 60. It hasn't been negative 60 since I was in middle school.
Yep.
Yeah. Like, holy shit.
Well, in Chicago,
That's a day where
it's
you don't go to
negative-
work. I wouldn't go to work.
Yeah.
I would
I
imagine
wouldn't go
everything was
outside.
closed down.
Yeah.
They do. They close everything down. But in Chicago, it was like negative 40 degrees with wind chill, and it's like,
Because if you breathe in too hard, you can like freeze your fucking lungs.
Yep, you can freeze fluid sacs.
Yeah.
well, and that's what they're saying here is that the reason they canceled school is because if you had to walk to school, if you're out it for longer than 10 minutes, then you would start to suffer from it.
I told multiple people at work, sorry, not doing that today.
Yeah,
because that would require me to leave my building. And I was not walking between buildings on
Oh, no.
campus.
Yeah.
It was so fucking cold.
It's 15 feet, man.
It literally said
No, if
4
I gotta walk to
degrees.
the Aero building, I gotta walk
Aero building's like what?
quarter of a mile.
400 yards?
Quarter of a mile.
Quarter of a mile. Yeah.
You
not
guys
doing
want to
it.
do Broforce next week?
Bro Force!
Oh.
Never gotta play Bro Force.
Yes, we will.
Never gotta play Bro Force.
Hey Miranda, what's up? Oh, beer review time. This is Jason's pick, right?
Mm-hmm.
You ever held Jay?
All right. Still says it's 7:44. Nope, now it's 7:45. All right, so I chose this because one of our highest rated beers on the show was the Winter Bock.
By Casey
Also, also from Casey Beer Co., which was very good. It was very malty. It was very caramely. And I want to say it was, 8.9% alcohol? Something crazy. 8.25.
It was high.
Just super high.
This is
I mean,
6.25.
it'll get you super fucked up, which is awesome. That's what you want to buy. Also, it's $8.99 a six-pack. Cool.
Perfect.
We tried another Bock, and it was not that great. It was the Wise Old Bock.
Wise Old Bock. Yeah.
It just wasn't.
And
That was by Walnut River.
Okay.
Wasn't our thing. Sorry, Walnut River.
Sorry,
It just wasn't
Walnut
ours.
River.
Just wasn't for us.
Your sticker's still in the fridge. That means you did something right.
We love you.
It's like what was it that Chris didn't like?
Which one?
Oh,
The
that was
Walnut
the
River.
that was the aged the
barley
barley
wine?
Barley wine. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
3.
Fucking
Get that
Neff
shit
hated
out
it
of
so bad he's puking in the toilet.
Yeah, it's true. That was the puke.
He never responded to my message I sent him on Facebook. He straight up cut ties with us. He was
Oh, BJ?
yeah.
Sorry,
Oh,
BJ,
poor
if you
guy.
watch this later.
Ned said he saw him at the new poorhouse though, and BJ was like,
Oh,
bro, don't be puking. Kennel.
Cast.
Kennel, bro, kennel. Damn.
No!
Kennel.
Chris gotta go. Sorry, everybody. If you didn't know, Chewy was going to throw up.
Ralph.
He had too much to drink tonight.
He was. All right, back to your review.
All right, so the Bock was really good. And then when we went to Slane on Tap, one of the best ones that we had was a Blind Tiger Mai Bock, which I don't know that Blind Tiger actually does any distribution. At least I haven't seen them anywhere. So I saw this.
They're out of Topeka.
Are they?
I think so.
Then that's kind of weird. I haven't
we
seen them in
saved
Kansas
the day.
City at all, and I would
I
expect
think they're just a
to see
brewery.
them
Topeka.
Freddie.
Okay.
You would have never
That
seen
makes
it.
sense.
Freddie got fingered.
But I was like, okay,
Should we
I
pull
see
the
a Mai
map?
Bock there. Box are good. Shredder Bock's good. Winter Bock's good.
Yes.
Let's
He's
check
also
this thing out.
She said Chewy pulled a nap.
Wait. If Chewy starts snoring, then yes. Snoring hard fucking core.
Thanks for the follow 169 on Twitch.
Yes, thank you.
We're gonna like a follow a week or so on
Yeah,
Twitch.
it's not bad.
Hey,
Maybe
I was gonna say
maybe
look
next
at
week
those
on the
and see if we
Broforce
got any-
episode we'll
Go
Yeah.
Force.
This, I really, really like this. I think it's like the Winter Bock. It's less heavy in the alcohol, of course, but it also has a lot less of that harshness that came with it, which it wasn't overly harsh. That Winter Bock's an amazing beer. Everybody should drink it all the time.
It's just bolder.
Yeah, it is. It really is. This, I drank this and I was like, man, maybe it's that I'm still craving the Sam Adams Cold Snap that I taste some of that in here. And I was like, why do I fucking taste that in here? And it is because one of the ingredients is toasted bread. It's toasted bread, which is the exact same flavor that I get from Cold Snap.
Yep.
And that actually might be some of that sediment in there too. So this does have a ton of sediment to it. I really like this. It's not hoppy at all. I thought it was going to be hoppy because of the description. It's toasted. It's caramely. It's malty.
That's what I get is toasted caramel.
Yeah, it hits all those notes for me. This is a very drinkable beer. This is a beer that I can drink all night, especially while it's cold. It's going to be an 8.5 for me. It's really, really good.
Boom.
Apparently, we like Casey Beer Co.
Yeah.
Because I like this one too. It's 18 IBUs, 6.25% alcohol. And before 6 weeks ago, we had not done a single Bock on the show, and this is now our third and our second Casey Beer Co. Bock, and both are very good.
Oh, I should mention, they are both, the flavors for the two of them are very different. They have some of the same similarities as a Bock.
Casey Beer Co. is more spicy, or the Winter Doppelbock's more spicy, I think.
Yeah, probably.
But this is
fairly.
This is really good. I mean, it's a sweeter. It's not bitter. It's not dry. It's a sweeter beer, but very drinkable. I can easily see myself buying it again. I bought the Winter Bock again multiple times. I will say I will give it an 8.
Good.
Hey, Eric.
I sent Tate a text later saying,
Jesus,
What up,
fucking
Fredo?
wrap it
Eric?
up, bro. 2 minutes.
Go ahead.
oh, I'm actually very impressed with this one. When I took my first drink, you guys couldn't see it, but Jason was saying, tell me what you taste in there. And I was like, it's not fruited, is it? He said, no. I was like, I don't know what it is. And I said, all right, just tell me. And he said the bread, and it makes perfect sense. It makes absolutely perfect sense. It is a very full flavored beer. I actually really like this. I don't know. They've kind of hit on all of the hints of flavor that I taste between you and Tate, which I hate because then I don't get to be original with my own flavors.
You got something. You got something
There's
that we're not
something there.
tasting.
The shit ton of sediment is very fine, though.
Yep.
No, it is. Yeah,
If you just glance, you're like, it's clear. But then if you really look,
Clear.
it's got a great flavor to it. I am blanking right now, so I'm just gonna give my rating, which is an 8. Thank you, America.
No, I really, in the end notes to it, it's got that bread flavor really strong, and that's what sticks out to me.
But that in flavor also is, it doesn't make your mouth want something else. Like you're very fulfilled at the end flavor when you drink it. Like you sit there and you're just like,
how about this?
I can enjoy this.
Something you can contribute. What kind of food would this pair with?
Ooh,
There you go.
this would probably pair well. Honestly, with a chicken, I think. I think if you were to get some chicken, and it doesn't necessarily matter. It'd probably be like a sweeter chicken.
Marinate this shit. Marinate my chicken in this.
Like a teriyaki. You could go with like a teriyaki. This would marinate actually very well.
What about something spicy? I feel like this would counterbalance spicy really well.
I could see that. It's got a little sweet hint to it.
What's up, Aaron? Yo!
That bread to it would help counterbalance it.
I would say a burger, because I feel like this would go good with anything.
I mean, burger and fries goes good with any kind of beer.
Who's been asking the last few weeks lasagna and fucking
Charlie?
Charlie,
This would pair well with lasagna.
This will go well with what's the next thing? Manicotti, your manicotti or your Alfredo or your whatever. It'll go well with it. Yeah, it'll go good with it. Your ravioli, your Chef Boyardee, your SpaghettiOs. This is gonna pair with
SpaghettiOs. I was talking with a buddy the other day. He's like, "Yeah, I just had SpaghettiOs before I came over." I was like, "You had some SpaghettiOs?" He's like, "Yeah, dude." I'm like, "Nice."
What up, Aaron?
I wish I had some fucking SpaghettiOs. That sounds great.
Anytime my nephews come over, it's automatically either SpaghettiOs or ravioli and grilled cheese sandwiches.
All Chef Boyardee.
But I don't make just regular grilled cheese sandwiches. Like, it's got to be like gourmet.
Yo, put Miracle Whip on it.
It's amazing.
It's
isn't it?
amazing.
Miracle Whip on the outside.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, dude, it caramelizes the sugar.
On what?
You're the one who told us
Grilled
about
cheese.
this. Yeah.
Grilled cheese. Instead of doing butter, put Miracle
You know
Whip
what
on
else
it.
is really great to use?
very
It pretty much makes it a panini, which is essentially what a grilled cheese is with meat inside of it. But a George Foreman grill.
Yeah. Nice.
You like it?
Yeah, I mean,
He just yelled it out. I was like, wait, what?
Because
I thought you guys were
talking about
Are you
paninis.
German?
I thought you guys were like done with review. They're like, fuck
Hey,
it.
no.
No.
Hey, shut the fuck up, fuckers.
All right.
Chris, you got the floor. Give
No,
us
I
your
thought
review.
you guys thought I already gave it.
No,
so
no.
I'm like, I'll just
Give your
throw it
review,
out
Chris.
there.
Nope, you got it.
Chris, your opinion's important.
When I first started drinking beer, lagers were my shit. Like, I drank Budweiser and Yingling and beers like that. This is like that with caramel and malt, and it's full flavored, like Wilcom said. This is a very sweet beer, but it's not overly. So if you don't have a sweet tooth, it's not off-putting. But since I do, I love it. I mean, I'll probably buy this over the Winterbach because it's not as just like destroy you after 2 beers.
Drunk, stumbling into the bathroom.
Yeah, like I can have 3 or 4 of these and be decent. 3 Winterbachs, I'm pretty fucked.
Yeah.
This is a 9.
Nice.
Nice.
Yo, Mom, was this the bread one?
Yes, that's the bread.
So this is the Casey Beer Co. Mai Bock.
MAI.
This is the best all-around beer I've had in a while.
I think you'd like it. It's really good.
The spectrum, just like damn.
Yo,
they nailed it.
Both Mar brothers are here. Curtis, Aaron.
Aaron.
I didn't see Curtis.
Fellas.
He doesn't. He's not one of Chris's friends.
I was gonna say I saw Aaron. I didn't see Curtis.
Guess I need to add them.
No, Tate's Mom, if you also like bready beers, the Sam Adams Cold Snap. That's where I got some of that flavor from. And that's why I was like, this has bread too. Because that's how I described it to you guys earlier. I was like, it tastes like fucking bread. It's this guy. It tastes like bread.
I do remember when we played poker that one time, Aaron and Curtis destroyed like 30 Budweisers.
I know.
God.
While we were playing.
I was like, God damn. And these guys are 110, 115 pounds.
They are.
Can I have the
when we went and played...
Curtis fights at 135.
Okay. Yeah.
And Aaron, fat ass pudgy Aaron, he's probably running, 180 anymore.
Right.
He's a tall motherfucker.
He's pretty thick.
I do not see that.
Yeah, right.
What is that?
He's like my size.
Hey, Ron, can we get your real weight?
Well, if he would come into jets every once in a while, he might be a little bit thinner.
Wow.
But that
180.
fat ass sitting at home playing video games.
I feel like he's 140 ain't getting no heavier.
Aaron?
Yeah.
Oh no, 140 when he was like 12.
When he was 12?
Tate bringing it.
Tate is
God
fucking
damn.
railing on you. There's no...
You should hear him on Fortnite. These two go at it.
You and Aaron?
Like,
You should hear Aaron and Curtis go at it. Those guys
Oh, they're
are hilarious.
I fucking doubt it. I'm 165, 170.
same here. I thought so.
Tell him, hey, you still beat him in discs, though, so you're good.
He did. That was
Fuck
the
Tate.
Fuck Tate.
Fuck Tate!
That was the
What was
first
it? What
time.
was you kept saying to me last week? Fuck KU! Fuck
No,
KU.
I never said that once.
Was that the? Oh, that was the girls
That
next
was
to
the
us.
girls.
That was the girls next to us. That's
Yeah.
why I kept giving them shit because they kept yelling "fuck KU."
That was the first time Aaron's ever beat me at disc, ever. And I just had to have an epic bad game.
It's all starting to come back now.
It's because you were so.
I'll tell you though, I've noticed he's gotten better at Fortnite. He's not just like being a potato running around like, what the hell are you doing? Nearly as much. He's getting better.
I just hope for the whatever it is, the shrubbery, and then I just hide.
You hide in the bushes?
Yeah, I'm a bush hider. I don't give a fuck.
I did that when I was first trying. Like I just got the game and I played with them a little bit and it was just like it's horrible. And then I tried playing by myself. I was just hiding in a bush and then I was just like, just one shot and somebody kills me. I'm like, oh, this sucked. I sat in this bush for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I never sat in a bush for 10 minutes. I always ran around, but I was always a bush person.
You guys mentioning this scenario. One night we were down here, we were drinking, playing with Sarah and Julie. And I want to say it was Sarah. Sarah's hiding in a bush. When we're playing stick, what is it, like just epic stick fight or whatever. And Julie's like, you better get up out of that bush.
Better get up out of that bush. I swear to God, you don't get up out that bush, I'm gonna kill you.
Julie is a bush hider for certain.
Niles!
It was stick fight, yeah. Sarah's right.
I love that game.
Niles
Also-
joined.
I don't like playing with you.
So, this guy Niles, I don't know when he actually joined.
Like from Frasier?
No,
Niles?
but he's a trainer.
Aren't they bringing that back?
I hope so.
I think he might
Frasier's
have
great.
worked at Vortex for a little bit.
He might have, but he's
He's fucking big.
he's not really like he is cut. He's not necessarily like stocky or anything like that. But the dude does
Like bodybuilder built.
yes. Tell the guy in the red hat it's cheat day. Finish that glass. Niles, every day's cheat day. No, but he came into work a couple weeks ago and it was perfect because his parents that's him in the middle. Wow. Like he's just cut as fuck.
Yeah, he worked at Vortex for a
That
while.
looks like body sculpting.
It is.
I remember
It
him.
is. But love that dude. He literally makes every time I go to Genesis, I see him. He's not my trainer, but if my trainer were to not come that day, he would do it. But he came in a couple weeks ago, and it was his cheat day, is what I told him. And so this is our joke. His parents had just started telling him how being a trainer and being a bodybuilder and doing fitness was not going to work for him, and that he needed to find a real job. And I walked out.
What unsupportive?
Oh, we're not gonna go into it. We're not gonna.
Fucking.
But I walked out of the kitchen, and I had got
Yeah.
stuck on the line that night. And so I walked out and was going to the bathroom to use the restroom, and I saw him, and I stopped, and I was like, "What's going on, dude? Oh, I'm so good to see you." And I went to the. I talked to him for a second. Went to the bathroom. Went back, and I was like, "Hey," to his server. I was like, "Whatever that guy wants, tell him it's cheat day. His dessert's on me." And this is a perfect time because the server goes out and goes, "So apparently you're good friends with my manager, and he said it's cheat day. Whatever dessert you want is free." And his parents were like, and he's like, it couldn't have been the more perfect moment because they're just bashing my entire career. It was like, oh shit, like you do actually know people, and what you do does actually help you, and you do have hookups.
Wait till this is our career.
Yeah, right?
Dude, I'm gonna become a professional beer connoisseur or cicerone.
Cicerone, yeah. No, but
That means you have to start a
Do
brewery.
it. Then you
That's
can
the
just
only
do
way
all
that
the
you can make a
fucking
living
reviews
off
and we
of
can show up.
But it's shit like that makes your job cool, because when you start to have stuff like that happen, like
I don't
it
have time
totally
to do
Yeah,
Cicerone.
no shit. I mean, if I decide to open my own, then I'll have you come out and you'll be my chef,
be your face,
and then I'll have you come out and you'll just be my homie.
All right.
And then we'll be cool. We'll all ride around. We'll be good.
Yeah. Fuck everything about me.
I'll help produce your shit.
just kill it.
How about this? I will manage.
Oh,
I will do finances because
Jason
you are not prepared
works.
for that.
Jason's like, you will fuck off. No.
Jason will hang out. Jason will be outside. Like,
Tate, please let me buy your beer, Tate. That's what I want to do. I just want to hang
Boy,
out
house
there.
girls count as
Get
live.
a beer, Joe Rogan.
there'll be a photo of Jason. on the
Don't tell
wall.
Josh, he's
And
not
it'll
watching
say,
right now.
Do not
allowed.
serve.
He's at
Yeah.
work.
Do not serve. Do not let in the door. I'll have some big burly bouncer.
I'll be standing outside hiring kids to go in there and buy my food and my beer.
See,
Do it.
why don't you
You
just
go in
make him the bouncer?
Get in
You
there.
won't be afraid of
Get
him.
in
Look at
there.
the beard.
I'll hire
I'm too
John.
nice.
John McDowell will be my bouncer. Like, John, if Jason tries to come in here,
Hell yeah.
fuck him.
All you have to do is say, "Show me your ID." Nope.
John
Get
would
the
be
fuck
the best
outta
bouncer
here.
ever.
How old's
because
this ID?
people would
You look
underestimate
18.
him.
You look 18.
Yeah.
People
I'm
would
drinking
pass
18, right?
5'6" dude and be like, "Oh, I'll run through you," and then John will just straight up spider monkey him,
Yeah,
and
just
then
fuck him up.
and then they'll fall on the
Oh
ground
my God.
unconscious, like, and then they'll wake up and they're like, "What happened?"
In
I don't
front of
remember.
everybody.
In front of
Yes.
everybody, and we'll have it on camera. And we'll put it on YouTube.
160-pound guy choked
Niles
you out
said,
and you
I'll
pissed
be the
yourself.
bouncer.
Niles, I would love to see you and John have an altercation because I fear for you. This 155-pound kid is gonna straight up,
Not kidding.
yeah, he's older than I am. He's almost
Black
40.
belt, 38-year-old or
Yeah.
something.
15-year jiu-jitsu veteran is so sneaky.
Speaking of bouncers and people who work, where the fuck's Adam been, man?
Where?
Yeah. Is he just busy lately, or what's going on with him?
Oh, we have lunch every now and then.
Okay.
We watched some of the Belter fights the other night. He came
They
over.
hang out all the time without you, Jason.
That's
Jason.
fine. I expect that to happen. I just want to make sure he's okay because I don't see him tune in.
Jason, where
Yeah,
are we
I'm
gonna
not
hang
seeing
out
Tim
outside of
either.
this?
Just like Elder. I always send Elder a text like every week after we're done, and he never responds. I just
Maybe
hope
it's just you.
I just hope he's good.
Niles said he'll be the bouncer. You know what?
I don't
Actually, you know what? Niles would be the perfect bouncer because that guy will beat the fuck out of somebody just for staring at him wrong.
You're late. We already had this.
We already had this conversation. We were
We're
comparing whether or not.
towards the 5'6".
Yeah.
Brazilian
The question
Jiu-Jitsu
was whether or not
master.
Niles would win over John.
I like this.
But you've never experienced John and his like,
McDowell?
yeah, like you've never experienced him on the mat.
No thanks.
Yeah. No thanks.
Watch him just clown you, and then you wake up and he's standing over the top of you smiling.
You can have 2 bouncers. Why don't you just have both of them be bouncers?
He sings,
Front door, back door.
Front door, back door.
and laughs as he submits.
Oh, yeah.
to the
He's singing to
Really?
you.
just like rapping and shit to the music, and just like another day at the fucking office.
That's great.
He's amazing. He's amazing.
Scares me.
It's
He
incredible.
scares me. I'll tell you, it's good for you.
It's good for you.
No, it's good to
So,
see.
Tate, do you remember what you sent
Rumbles,
last week after I said I need you to keep that same energy when you're with me?
Oh man, let's look this up.
Well, this is when I woke up in the morning. No.
You said, next week, wrestling in the kitchen.
Oh,
Kitchen
yeah.
wrestling.
That's right. Because I remember
Kitchen
because I went.
wrestling.
That sounds pretty gay.
It does sound so gay.
This time the gloves are off.
This time gloves are off. Oh, fuck.
You better watch your arms. I'm gonna rip them off.
Wrestling.
I'm gonna
My
rip them off and beat you to death with them.
My shoulders are so sore, I can't even. You know what?
Oh, that's what I sent. I sent a gif of somebody going, "Are you gay?"
You can't.
Yeah.
That was what it was.
I was looking for the one from what was it? Boondocks. Did you guys ever watch Boondocks?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Where they always say something, and then Riley be like, "Nigga, you gay." I was looking for that.
You're
But they didn't have
not
that.
allowed to say that.
I'm pretty sure if I'm quoting it, I'm allowed to. If I'm singing it, I'm not.
It's still
And if there's
It's
any
still frowned
person
upon.
of I don't know everybody who's tuning in, but I think the darkest person is probably Curtis there, who just
Tate only likes to
That
wrestle with
Asian
oil
fuck?
involved. Ha ha, Curtis. Tate only likes to wrestle with oil involved. Yes, we've talked about this before. It's fucking Ladies Man.
My favorite-
Tate is Will Ferrell from Ladies Man.
Like
My favorite thing to call Curtis is a good
Greco-Roman wrestling, oiling up,
What? I'm not
and
allowed to say
wrestling
that?
each other.
I believe racism requires intent.
Wait,
Jesus
what was your
Christ.
statement?
I said my favorite thing to call Curtis is a gook.
Wow.
The Asian fuck.
This is not good for the show.
It's not.
You just stop. You just stop.
Isn't that Vietnamese though? Like, isn't that specifically for that?
I think so.
That's
yeah.
very
I just wanna make
Clint
sure.
Eastwood like to do there.
But it's- oh, what is that? Gran
That's
Torino?
like basically
He's
a
offended.
compliment to him.
That's Gran Torino.
All it takes is somebody reporting us, and we're
It's
fucking
Oh
done.
no!
Yeah, and you
Hate
said it.
speech.
It was good.
You
guys.
said
Fucking
it.
hate speech.
Even like out of context.
In
or
this
whatever.
PC universe, everybody's at risk. Fuck this PC universe. I don't give a shit. I think that's why Donald Trump got elected.
I
Is
agree,
because he's
but
the anti-political correctness.
I think it's because people can't count.
No, I think people are tired of everything having to be politically correct. Bullshit.
Yeah, and look how far that's gotten him. They
That's
shut down the
politically
government.
correct though is way different than throwing racial slurs at people.
Very true.
If Curtis is offended, no, I mean he says I'm offended.
Oh,
He's sad face.
And a
though.
frowny face. Tate, you're a piece of shit. Your mom
Sad
might be
face.
watching. But you're a piece of shit. You made him feel bad.
I heard the same thing.
You
though.
should hear the
Aaron,
shit.
Aaron's like, what kind of G word built this
Hey,
shit in the
hey.
game the other day?
Yeah.
They're allowed to say it. That's their word. That's not yours.
If my wife were watching right now, she would scold me when I got home.
She might fucking be. Teresa, I
She
hope you're still watching.
deserves to.
Not to be confused with scald. I got that confused once. Talking about scalding my wife.
Scolding? Scolding?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
One
Apparently
is
you're
like
not allowed to
boiling
scald your
water.
wife.
The other is basically discipline. Yes.
Can I
like
have the
Scalping and decapitating.
Can we spell these out just so that I know the difference?
One's with an O, one's with a U.
Scald and scold.
Oh, so scold is with the O.
Scolding is to reprimand somebody
Scald,
and
A,
say you're
is
naughty. You've been a
Yes,
bad
that's
boy.
the O, right?
Scald is when you take boiling water and you throw it in somebody's
That
face.
also sounded kind of gay.
Jesus
You've
Christ.
been a bad boy.
I don't want to hear it. Never caught on camera. Never caught on camera.
Nope.
Now it has to change.
Let's go to the tape.
Fucked. Tail of the
I
tape.
hope none of us run
Tail
for
of the
political
tape.
office. 'Cause,
Do not
Didn't you
put
talk
this on
about-
the short
Both
clip.
of you have talked about running.
Yeah.
No, I've talked
Yeah.
about not running.
I didn't
But
say shit.
you remember the governor of Virginia right now is being asked to resign because 50 years ago there's a yearbook photo of him in his high school having.
No, it's not high school. It's the college.
It's a college yearbook. Okay.
Yes.
Apparently he
sex
portrayed.
with his yearbook.
No, he went blackface.
Apparently he did blackface.
That's pretty fucked
Which
up.
is fucked up.
That's pretty
I
fucked
don't know
up.
how
Even
you can
50
not
years
think
ago.
that's fucked
That's
up.
Give me a
pretty
fucking
fucked
break.
up.
I don't care how long it
Something
is.
for
It's still
50 years.
fucked up.
Tell
Pretty
anybody
fucked
that
up.
asks me to resign, I'll be like, prosecute me in
So,
court,
hey,
find me
wait,
guilty of
but-
something, then I'll resign.
but
If
you
you're doing
understand-
slippery slope, 50 years ago, you raped a girl. That's not good enough for you to resign.
No, I'm saying
Molestation,
you're
not
not
good
going to
enough
ask
for
me
you
to
to resign?
resign. I will not resign until you find me guilty of something in court.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing. When did...
My HR director just joined.
Jesus.
All right,
Wait,
HR director,
They
this is
can
what we
weigh
need
in
to
on
know.
this. They
We
can weigh
need
in on
you
this.
to weigh in on this.
Oh, man.
All right.
Serious?
So, but
Please don't watch the video.
here's the thing. What was the fucked up movie that came out that brought out the KKK like more than it had been
God.
before?
Oh, I have no idea. My wife's been listening to a
Something
podcast about that.
rise of
We are in the newsletter this month.
something
I
really
told him.
fucked up.
I was like, we get crazy.
I'm just saying.
I
like,
told you probably have to start looking for a new job.
But if because we were talking about last week how I had
whatever.
watched the one movie, what was it called?
Hell yeah.
Was this first or second review?
HR department is having a heyday. No, I will. No, but fucking what? Oh my god, what's it called? Black Klansman. Black Klansman.
Oh,
So
yeah.
Black Panthers.
no.
it's Black Klansman.
Well, it's
yeah.
Black Klansman. It's the one that
Is that on Netflix?
no,
It's
it's on Netflix, but
I
it
haven't
just
seen
came
that shit.
out, and it's the dude who he's from KU, but he had a part in it, and it's an undercover agent in the FBI in Colorado Springs who actually became a KKK member,
Right.
and he used a Jewish guy to play his white counterpart. So he would talk on the phone to all of the KKK guys, and a Jewish guy would go and be the white guy for him. And it's it's a great movie, but they made it very almost comedic. There's a lot of comedy relief, but it's a very serious movie about how that went because it's based on a real story.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a movie that came out, and I cannot think of what the name of it is, but this is what turned like everything, and they are watching it in the actual movie, and it's really fucked up. But that's where like blackface and all that stuff turned into such a big problem, is because it was laughed at by so many white people in that instance that is where the issue was. And there were so many blackface characters in it, and they're literally like running them down, killing them, and everything like that. And that brought the KKK out, which makes it why it is so fucked up that people do the blackface, and why that guy is so fucked up for doing it as a joke.
My question is, if anybody decides that they want to, say for Halloween, they want to dress up as a character that's black, and they put black face paint on. Now they're doing black. It doesn't matter what the context is. Now all of a sudden they're doing blackface. No context is required.
Don't try to church this up. It's dirt, boy.
That's
Joe
a
dirt.
good point.
It's a very slippery slope. It's very slippery
Well,
slope.
I mean,
didn't know that.
Is any black person that wants to dress up as a white person for Halloween going to get fired from their job and have to resign? No, it's bullshit.
No black person
Context is
ever wanted to
required.
But there's no context
Something-
behind that at all on the
There's
back
not.
end.
Yeah.
Them asking some guy to resign.
But he was literally playing blackface with a Ku Klux Klansman in this picture with him.
I've not seen the photo.
That's why. Because there was a KKK member in the
I'm
picture
not
with
putting
him.
it up. Fuck y'all. We've already been
Wait.
fringy enough tonight.
Speaking of photos,
but that's exactly why
you'd
the
appreciate
blackface.
this. My wife sent this to me earlier about the documentary that they were talking about.
But that's literally why he is being asked to resign, is because he is playing blackface to a KKK member. So that's why it's.
I would tell him I
you
don't
didn't
give a
watch
fuck.
it either.
Find a way to
documentary
get me
that
out of
was being
office.
watched
I'm not going to
earlier,
resign. Al
the
Franklin
dude-
resigned when there was during the heat of the Me Too movement when there was the photo of him doing this to this lady. Right? He resigned. He was never no charges were ever filed.
You're right.
Yeah, but you know what? Also, he gets
If you resign
from
that quickly, then that means you're trying to avoid public embarrassment.
You still get you get everything that you still locked in with. They will still pay you all the money that you got.
Nope, that one I've already had my 3. God,
I want the bitter one. I just all the way the social media requires people to
swing and a miss.
Oh, thank God it's on tape. No, and I get it. No, and I get it, but like in this day and age, you always have to be careful, and that's the biggest thing. Is like
if you're in the limelight.
But Tate hates SJWs,
civil justice warriors.
Yep.
Yes,
that's
I can't stand them.
Social.
Whatever social. I hate them so much. I want them to get their name right.
Can I get that?
No, and I get it to an extent, but still, like we have to at least understand that right now, where we are with social and civil rights, like don't get me wrong, sometimes it gets overboard, but there are also very true things that still happen to this day.
Of course,
that we have to be aware of.
Of course,
and at this point right now, to do blackface, I don't care when it was, especially 50 years ago, for you to do blackface next to a KKK member, that's not cool. And that doesn't look good for you, because what's the next thing on it?
I don't have a racist bone in my body. I don't even really. I believe more in tribalism than racism. I believe if we were all the same color, we'd still find a reason to kill each other. We'd still find a way to band together and kill each other.
I like the background.
Yeah, because
Cordell, tell us what you think the background means.
What's fucked up is this whole. Oh, I'm a Cowboys fan. Oh, you're a Chiefs fan? Fuck you. Oh, I'm a KU fan.
Yeah, high school.
Oh, you're a K-State
high schools
fan?
have
Fuck
rivalries.
You. No, so you go to South. Fuck you.
But we're
Ever
also
since I moved out of Kansas,
Democrat, Republican.
I was like, I root for every Kansas team.
We're also, and I've noticed a lot of people do that. They just go for it, but we're pulling it away from what it is. Like that guy dressed as blackface next to a KKK man. Like that's fucked up. I don't know how.
That sounds like a costume and it's some KKK man.
Doesn't where's the guy that's dressed up as the KKK? Is he catching any heat?
I don't know because he has a mask on, but he's not.
Yeah.
He's obviously not a governor now. Or otherwise he'd be
How do you know there's any correlation between those two in their outfits?
Because they're standing next to each other like this.
So, but it's a yearbook photo from 50 years ago.
Yes.
You have no context of the scenario. They could have been totally independent outfits.
Why are they holding each other?
What did Dave say?
Why are they in the picture together?
They're best buddies. They just happen to be there. I don't know.
Why would you dress up as a KKK man in the first place?
That guy should
That's all I need to know.
So blackface has been
why would you dress up like that?
Many years.
But you're saying it's blackface. How do you know it's blackface?
Because he's in blackface.
And because he's admitting
he's a white man who's in blackface.
And defending
it's not that hard to tell.
I don't give a shit.
Moon colliding with planet. Ooh, I like that. But why is it sun?
Looks like a fire.
Aim high, negotiate, hit somewhere in the middle. That's how negotiations
We
work.
are all garbage,
To get people
David.
outraged is the only way to get attention on mass media.
This is true.
That's actually one of the reasons that they equate to people being so angry and so.
I agree with we're all garbage, but I think there's
24/7 news.
I think there's garbage everywhere is more accurate. I don't think we're all garbage.
Ooh, good call. Girlfriend around your boyfriend, your roommate around his girlfriend. I agree. Seen that.
What?
I'm not going to say this out loud. I just agree.
Anywho, background picture. Moons colliding. Is there a new Star Wars happening this year?
I thought there was going to be, but I haven't heard shit.
Neither have I.
I know Endgame is coming out.
It's like ever since The Last Jedi fucking fell on its nutsack, everybody just went quiet.
People hated it. So
everybody hated it.
I got reprimanded in my yearly review for hating The Last Jedi because I said, not subjectively, objectively, it is a bad movie. And then I went on to list everything about it.
We watched that theaters together.
Yes. And I went on to
Rogue One, then watch The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And
I was told
shit your pants of disappointment.
I was told I'm inflexible in my opinions. I'm ununderstanding of other people's opinions and something else because I said, and I quoted every time somebody would talk about that movie, I was like, it was garbage and it's not anything else but garbage. And they were like, I'm offended by you hating this movie. No. Let's look at it. Let's break it down. Every piece of it was shit.
The moons colliding thing.
But the
that's
thing,
what it looks
I
like.
do. It is. It's the moons colliding. But I want to know why
Or
there's
planets,
sun.
or-
Like, why is there fire? Are they both still better than the prequels? That's very true.
It's
because the first
planets.
I like the first one.
It's planets and the
I agree.
gravity's holding the fire.
2 and 3 were fucking garbage.
2 and 3.
They
3
weren't
was
great.
garbage.
2 was fucking terrible.
But
1 was terrible.
that one was bad.
So,
With Jar Jar.
did you know
Jar
that
Jar
they
Binks?
are doing a new Avatar movie like 14
I
years later?
heard that.
Yeah.
How's that?
And there's going to be an Avatar land in the Disney/Universal theme park.
Are they fusing? Are they fusing?
What are
for
all
real?
these memes about the Smurfs and Will Smith and?
Oh, Will
have you
Smith's the new
seen
genie.
Will Smith's
Yep,
genie,
Aladdin.
and he's fucking blue, and I can't handle it. I can't do it.
I think they could have done worse. Will Smith could be a good genie.
No, and I don't have any doubts that Will could be a genie, but they should have CGI'd that motherfucker instead of painting him blue and making him walk what looks like he's walking around like a blue man.
I agree.
Like, CGI him and do with his voice. Because his voice would be perfect. Because Will Smith is a funny motherfucker.
I love Will Smith.
But to just paint him blue and...
I haven't seen...
Will you Google him in a blue face? Like, he's essentially blue face.
Terrible.
I think Genie is one of the most iconic characters of all of my childhood.
What do you say?
Robin
Nate's
Williams.
description of the new
So
Aladdin?
it's very
I
hard
don't
for me
have
to
it. I
believe
can't
that
have
he's
it.
going to be replaced.
It's not happening. No,
It's extremely
I'm
hard.
very okay with the new Aladdin. I just
That's the
am
second
not-
result on Google already.
I can't. He looks so weird.
I want to
Look
see one
at
of his
him.
legs. I want to see his legs.
And that's the picture that everybody has right there. That one.
Which one?
You can't see his leg, but that's the one to the right.
This one?
It's hard because you
This?
can't you can't replace Robin Williams as Genie, and it's never going to happen. So he has a very high
Everyone
ceiling
else
that
can
he has.
Google it right now too, but I'm working on it, folks.
I want to see one with his legs.
Will Smith needs to do a spin-off Fresh Prince as a dad now.
That
R.I.P. Uncle Phil.
he
I
said he
agree,
was going
Miles.
to.
I agree.
That was actually in talks where he was supposed to be
man.
the dad and reintroduce the series.
It's a bad porn parody.
That makes me think of J. Cole because he shouts out Uncle Phil in one of his songs.
Yep.
I want to see. Did you any of you guys watch Blight on Netflix?
Rest in peace, Uncle Phil.
I want to see the next piece in the Blight series. That was a good fucking show. Also,
That's him and Will, right?
yep.
The alien? Yeah.
I also want to see what Hitchcock would have been like if they didn't introduce the shitty love plot. If it was just some shitty superhero. I want to see that.
That is, though, like, that... But that's what kills me, is Robin Williams will always be the best fucking genie that there is.
Oh, man.
But is that only because he's dead?
In his
No,
scene
it's
watch-
not,
No.
because have you... Do you remember?
My kid doesn't know that he's dead.
I know.
She listens to the Aladdin soundtrack every night before
But
bed.
he fucking pumps it, he goes, Joe! It's like Dojo Toe
That was the
Jam!
shit, man.
And he
All I
fucking
wanna do
gets
is-
it!
All I
And-
want to do is sing Aladdin soundtrack.
Oh,
That's
dude,
the first
Prince
one.
Ali,
Yeah.
yes it is him, Ali
Yeah.
Why don't you just say it wrong? Why don't you just say the words wrong? Just like you just did.
What?
God,
How's that wrong?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think it looks
What
good.
about Magic Carpet Ride? That's where you should have gone.
It's a whole new world.
A new fantastic point of view.
Oh.
So where you stay right there.
It's
I don't know.
crystal clear.
I love
And
how, I love how
now I'm
Will Cox
in
makes
a
up random
whole
lyrics.
new
that sound
world with you. Brad and I sang that
Excuse
in
me?
downtown Japan because he's like, it's like
I
a whole new
remember the
world.
story.
And I
I
fucking
can
broke
show
out
you
into
the
song.
World.
Shining,
Shining,
shimmering,
shimmering,
splendid.
splendid.
Tell me, princess, now
right now.
when did you last?
Let your heart decide.
It's a whole new world.
Ow, that hurts.
Don't you dare close your
Don't you
eyes.
dare
do
close
that.
your eyes. A new fantastic point of view.
This is where we've gone.
Yeah.
Now
You
we're
started
here.
this!
It's crystal
No, Jason
clear.
started it.
You joined in, motherfucker.
I had a moment.
That is
He was
Then
good
I backed
as
off.
Batty. Oh,
I backed
Batty
off.
and Fern Gully also was dope as shit. Alright, we're talking about childhood
That's
movies.
Robin Williams too,
own-
ain't it?
That
Yep.
was, yeah.
I own like 5 movies of Blu-ray. and Aladdin is one of them.
I sampled
Aladdin
that. Aladdin
is absolutely one of them.
Fuck you!
Robin Williams as Baddie. I'm having that on one of my beats upstairs.
Ferngully? That's a pretty significant movie to me.
Really?
Yeah, Teresa and I got it onto that movie.
Wow.
For the first time.
For the first time. I thought you said The Power was out the first time you guys got
Same night.
Oh.
So that,
wait, twice in the same night? Is that what I'm understanding?
Yeah, boy.
They're 16.
Oh, you definitely were in high school.
Young and free.
Your mom's in this fucking...
Your mom's
My mom
listening
was
right
listening
now.
downstairs.
She made you coffee
What?
after? Asked you if you used protection?
She was
Oh!
downstairs. I didn't know.
What is happening right now? Question for the couch. With Colorado legal and Oklahoma passing medicinal, how long till Kansas goes green?
It's in the
Kansas
Senate
will
right now.
literally be the last state.
They
it
have
will
a
be
bill
one of the
right now
last
that they're
right now.
trying to
It's-
pass
it's-
for medicinal.
no.
They have a bill that
I'm
they're
gonna
putting
say,
to the House
I
for
meant
medicinal.
for purely recreational.
Year and a half.
Oh, yeah.
Year
For
and a half.
recreational, they will be one of the very last states.
Year and a half.
It will literally take till Nebraska and Missouri to pass till they get it.
Medicinal, aren't there like 30 states now that do medicinal?
It's big. It's
Yeah.
big.
I could see
So-
medicinal passing.
Medicinal, yes. Recreational, we will be one
I
of
mean,
the
they
last
pass
5.
whatever oil
Easy.
it
Once
is.
or fuck the
Easy.
governor's pushing for it, medicinal.
Oh, yeah, it's a different.
Has she been sworn in yet?
I say year and a
Yeah,
half.
she's in now.
On the 14th of last month.
She is in.
Okay, so Collier's out and she's in. Okay.
Yep.
Now I remember listening to her at the
Fucking
debate,
Collier.
and she was talking about being very much in favor of medicinal.
Yeah, she doesn't want it full blown, but she's very in favor of that.
But I mean,
She
why
doesn't-
not? Make money off of it.
A state that's been like fucking
Here's my
repeatedly
plan.
fighting their taxes. They don't want the same kind of taxes that fucking Colorado's seeing right now. We don't have a good plan for schools for the next 10 years, and it's going to cost us $3 billion extra over the next 5.
Let's take
No,
it
no, no.
in weed.
You know what? We can't have people smoke weed and pay some tax.
I already told my
No.
wife I'm going to build a greenhouse over this summer, and I'm going to grow green beans, potatoes, and shit that we eat here instead of buying it.
So
Fuck
And
yeah.
then
the
once
best
weed's
thing
illegal,
to
then I start
grow,
growing weed too.
because of the
I mean,
high turnaround,
Can you just
lettuce.
grow
You should
avocados?
grow
no brainer.
lettuce.
I'll grow avocados too.
Lettuce
Fuck it.
takes 45 days, and it takes literally nothing but water to grow. You don't even have to have many nutrients,
Yeah.
and it has a high turnaround, and it can grow literally all year.
Hemp
They're
is
turning
also
old warehouses
very,
into lettuce factories.
very great.
Well, so did you hear about so there was a Colorado company that bought what they say
Oh,
is
boy.
hemp from Oregon.
That's
Oh my
a long post.
But so there was a truck driver that was hauling the bags of hemp from
Baby
Oregon
steps, David.
to
Baby
Colorado.
steps.
He got pulled over in Idaho. Idaho's like Kansas has very strict laws. Got pulled over in Idaho, and the cops
Okay.
identified the
Idaho.
contents of the big semi as being marijuana, not hemp. They arrested him. It's currently it's something that's in court. It's in and because the people in Colorado are still trying to get their what they say legal hemp back. But the truck driver who they subcontracted through is facing felony charges in Idaho.
You better drive around Idaho, motherfucker.
They better fucking get that guy off
You
it.
know?
That bullshit.
Apparently, with the farm bill, the 2018 farm bill that legalized hemp is what is being contested in Idaho courts because they're saying it's hemp, Idaho's saying it's marijuana, and it was like 3,700 pounds. It was a lot.
That guy will fucking rot in prison.
It was a lot. He's like this subcontracted truck driver is facing multiple felonies. He doesn't even work for the company that he was transporting this product for. But he was pulled over. They inspected it. They arrested him, and they've seized what they say is hemp. And hemp is protected under the 2018 Farm Bill, which is a federal bill.
Did he even know what was in his truck? Or does his boss just say, take that trailer today, motherfucker?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say. It'll be interesting to see because it'll set a lot of precedent. It'll be interesting to see what happens. I've been following it on
Jesus.
MSN because MSN is where I get my news.
Also, James Blaine made a comment earlier. I think we missed it, but what's up, Jim? That is Shelby, who's tuned in a few times. That's her, I'm going to say, more significant other.
I gotta pee again.
Yeah.
So many peas!
At least put money on
sick
that man's
people are
books.
so important now. Like the working class that are paying taxes, smoke herb every once in a while, may find they make better worker bees when they aren't stressed all the time.
Nice push.
You're damn right.
Man, I can't complain.
You know,
how stupid is it when you really think about the fact people are dying and going to jail for a fucking plant? Think about people in the future looking back like, what the fuck was wrong with us?
It'll be kind of the same way that we look back at
I can't
people doing bloodletting to cure disease. It'll be like that where we're like, what the fuck? Why would they do that? But
literally killing people and sending them to prison over fucking weed.
50-year sentences.
Felonies,
and then,
fucking
over a plant.
So imagine 40 years ago. 40 years ago, you get sent to prison for felony drug trafficking of marijuana in Colorado, and now maybe you spent all those 40 years there, and now it's legal. Jesus Christ! Can you fucking imagine how much
what happens cartel-wise
that would be
when the nation's legal?
They move to other drugs and human trafficking. That's the big thing, is human trafficking. Ooh, that's fucking scary.
I know it's already huge.
Oh, they say at any given point in time, they're anywhere between, and this is a big fucking gap, which I can't believe, 300,000 and 3 million people who are human trafficked for sex work. Not just like, hey, they're bringing in illegals. No. For, like, they are basically slaves. Human slaves.
Unpopular opinion, they're doing it to trim the population.
Hey, you know what? Trim the population. We are overpopulated.
We have more than 7 billion people now, so
but
I don't know.
I don't know if you guys read this article that just came out, but they're actually talking about how, and I don't think it has anything to pertain to Salina, Kansas.
I agree,
because
Dave.
I don't see this at all.
We have slaves now, though. There's people in fucking prison working for nothing to fight fires in California.
Yeah.
$1 an hour to fight fire.
But they were saying that this generation that's in right now
is paying that shit.
Not procreating as high a rate, which I think sounds ridiculous.
Oh no, Japan in the next 50 years they expect to lose almost half of their population,
which is so good. So, it's called population control.
So much so that they are giving away 12 million homes, not selling homes. They are giving away 12 million homes, and they are accepting 50 million foreigners. This is the first time that they've ever been willing to do anything like that.
I want to go to Japan.
Yeah, but with stipulations of you cannot bring your family, you can only be a worker, you can work in low-wage jobs, which kind of sucks. They'll give you a home. They will give you a full home.
No.
And you have to learn Japanese within 2 years. So
hard no.
But that's what I'm saying.
I bet in the next 10 years it's going to change it with a very big quickness.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
fighting fire is impossible.
It's actually great for the world that we are not procreating as fast as we did, because the baby boomers fucked the United States.
This the other night when
they fucked the baby.
I hung out is the people lost the die gracefully. Mentality.
Well, it's also
you don't have to any longer.
But yeah, they'll save you and keep you on life support for 10 years.
It's not necessarily the elders, though.
True.
It's their family trying to keep them alive.
But there's a difference.
Yeah.
Look at people in America after the age of 70 compared to people in Japan after the age of 70.
They're majority of
the population. There is over 40% of the population in Japan that is considered elderly. But they actually don't start to age and deteriorate till above 90 years old.
Which is
90 fucking years old.
They take care of themselves way better.
Oh, absolutely. But it also has to do with stress. It also has to do with stress. So they start losing stress in their old age. And if you're part of the corporate environment and part of your group clique, you know that you're automatically going to move up. And at a certain age, you're going to get a retire and you're going to get pension benefits. So you know that that's going to support you. You know that you're going to live that long. So it's like, hey, if I can make it to 40 in this terrible, stressful environment, the rest of my life is going to be a coast. Okay, if I knew that I had to do that and I had to slave away for 40 years so that I could live for another 70 with no fucking problems, like literally no fucking problems doing what I want. Yeah, man, I'll work 16-hour days for fucking 30 years. Do it. Let's fucking do that today.
My mom says
sign your contract.
Lack of worldwide population will change greenhouse emissions. Yeah, it's less methane.
It's less people farting.
Less farting.
It's literally what it is.
How many people
less people shit, less people fart.
I probably know
2. I know 2.
10.
22.
10's probably
accurate, yeah, ish.
10-ish, yeah.
22.
Exactly.
Give or take 5.
22.
I know a lot of people at work.
Oh my goodness.
Tate, wake up.
Sometimes I wonder.
I went to the gym at 5 this morning.
It's like we have.
Jesus. Who the fuck gets up at 5?
We have like
I'll do it on Thursday.
400 people. Over 400 people at my company now.
Ooh.
It makes me wonder what some of these old.
Did you make these? Did anybody make these? Those are fucking good.
Koozies? No. Your
Yeah.
wife said she's playing online, so she's fucking around.
Maybe.
Who?
Sarah. What the fuck was I saying?
I don't know.
Man, why didn't we do that? We're fucking idiots. We drink beer every week and we don't have a fucking koozie. God,
I have a
damn
metal
it.
koozie at home.
I have a metal koozie at home.
Oh, me too. There's like 4 over there right now. Nobody's drinking.
These cups don't fit in metal koozies. The only problem with the metal koozie is after so long, everything starts to taste tinny because you smell the metal.
And they're heavy. That shit's made out of like high-end
Oh,
steel.
they're legit.
Yes.
At
They're
least
pretty
I got
hefty.
my.
Like it takes a regular beer and adds 5 pounds. Like, oh my god, it's worth it.
He said you were saying that your employer has like 400 employees.
Thank you,
What do
Dave.
think?
And I sometimes I wonder what some of these old cats make, like hourly or like their wages.
That's not me.
And
Definitely isn't me.
talking about me, like
Shut up,
how,
Jason.
how the
God.
sometimes I think how the fuck people just like accept what a
They're
place
at.
gives them. You know, if you're getting a job at a manufacturing facility at 55 years old and you go, "Yep, sign me up for $13 an hour," and you work that until you fucking die.
But some people.
Because in their mind, when they grew up, they were making $2 an hour, and that seems like a lot of money.
Yeah.
No,
That's
okay,
fucking
so
crazy.
I just had this conversation the other
You know, they're like, "God damn, I'm loaded nowadays."
day, and no, it
it ain't
kills
a happy
me.
in the mill now, motherfucker. It's a
It kills
frown
me
mill.
because people always have the argument about raising minimum wage to $12, and they always
Oh, okay.
so.
I have very strong opinions about this.
Let's go.
But it could go. It could
How
go
much
either
longer we
way.
got?
All right.
So here's the thing.
20 minutes.
When
go.
I
Alright.
first started working, I made $5.15 an hour.
Me too, I think.
That was minimum
At
wage.
Dairy Queen.
It was
But
at
I
Burger
made
King.
less scorekeeping.
It was at
softball fields.
well, it was at Pizza Hut. So I made $5.15 an hour, and that was when they made the big push, like, oh, we're gonna jump it up to $7.25. Woo! We're raising minimum wage for the first time in 35 billion years. And you're like, all right, cool.
Damn.
So we got 4 if you want to play.
What is, I assume this is for Apex Legends. Is that it?
So they raised it up to $7.25 an hour, and I was 18 years old. It was cool. I didn't make shit more than I did. So now we're in the year 2019, and that was the year 2006. So minimum wage is still $7.25 an hour, correct?
It's like 8, ain't it?
Nope, $7.25 an hour. So when I bought bread,
Yeah, dude. James. Go ahead.
there's a lady I know that has
My-
worked at a bank for 50 plus
My
years.
fucking
50
grandpa.
First job.
Years.
Couldn't imagine what she makes or if she's capped. I don't know.
My grandpa
But-
made shit for the
That was
city
Chris
for like
Peterson. I know
30
Chris
years.
Peterson. Chris was a year older than us.
Yeah.
Tell him I said
I
hi.
work with him.
Oh, tell him I said hi.
50 years at a bank. It's her first and only job.
But
Damn.
here's the thing. Is if I lived, and I get the whole thing of you should get increases, but it doesn't matter how much I would have made at Pizza Hut. They would have capped me out, and they still have a cap. They don't pay you $20 an hour. They will cap you at $10 or $12 an hour. And there's no way that I could have continued what I was unless I got promoted. Which I get is what the whole point is.
There's a way, welcome.
Well, there's a will, there's a way.
You just didn't have the willpower to
I
see it
didn't.
through.
There's a welcome, there's a way.
But
The welcome power.
there's no way that I could make as much money as I do now and lived off of it if I would have stayed there and just done that as a manager. Like, no.
All right. So here is my thoughts now that you've mentioned this.
Gotcha.
So you work a basic job.
Yes.
You don't get luxury privileges. I don't
agree.
believe that.
Like
so
what?
you work.
No, I agree.
You work a $7.25 an hour McDonald's job. That doesn't mean you get an iPad and a cell phone and a car. You get public transportation and you get a house.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's enough to pay that. I really do. But on the opposite note of that, if you are increased some of these places that want you to be $12 or $15 an hour, now the job that you went to college for that pays $20 an hour, are you going to automatically get a $7 an hour raise? Fuck no, you're not.
You're not.
So what's the difference between me doing that? This is going to sound terrible. This is the exact reason why communism sounds great on paper, terrible in practice. Your doctor and your janitor aren't going to get the same benefits because your doctor takes a lot more mental work. Your doctor takes a lot more stress compared to a janitor when it's supposed to be even distribution across the board.
Neo-Marxist son of a bitch.
Yes, I do, James.
Marxism
Yes,
is
I do.
amazing. Fuck you. But no, it's exactly that. I can't imagine that scaling is going to go well for a lot of those families. And it is going to be the middle class that's hit the hardest. The middle class and the upper, lower end of those classes, they're going to be hit the hardest where it's like, man, I really strive to get ahead, and I made manager, and I made this, and I did this, and now everybody gets finally bumped up to me. And the only reason I believe this is I worked at Asurian for 3 years. I got 4 promotions, and they finally bumped up their minimum wage to 5 cents less than I was making after working there for 4 years and getting 3 promotions.
I've heard great things about that place.
I got a 10-cent raise. I got a 10-cent raise, but somebody who was brand new coming into that company made 15 cents less than I did. And at their first raise after 90 days,
everywhere.
they made more than I did.
But that's everywhere. Hey,
Fuck that.
Everywhere.
So let me tell you.
It happens in manufacturing all the time.
So
I started at $14 an hour on the laser. I'm here 5 years later. I'll make $16 an hour. They're hiring people at 19 now. Like,
exactly.
What the fuck?
But that's how it works,
right?
And
Wouldn't it make
because
sense to quit and fucking rejoin?
People at, but like,
no, but that's how it works. Like, don't me for instance.
It's how you sell yourself. Some people don't sell themselves. They go, "Oh, I'll take that."
For me, like,
I've done it.
when I
I know.
when
Yeah,
I
I'll take
became a
12 bucks an
manager,
hour. I just need a job. I just need a job.
when
I need to pay my bills.
Yep.
Yeah.
well, when I became a manager, I looked at it and I was like, oh, when I investigated everything and I was like, all right, so they make $33,000 a year.
You can work off shaky date.
Yeah. Fuck you, James. I hate you so much right now. Don't judge me. No, but that's what I said. I was like, well, it says it starts out at $33,000. I can't do that. I got to make at least $45,000. And she looks at me and she goes, 33? Where did you get that number? Like, that's way old school. 45? Fine. Go ahead. That was cool. So I made $45,000. And then the next manager got hired, and they made $53,000. Yep. And I was like, wait, what? And it was cool because, like,
it's
I was
all
still
perspective.
Oh, yeah.
I told my brother this recently. I was
And
like,
it's
dude,
just how you know how to argue the point.
what are you
worth?
some people that you know how much they're getting paid per year, and then go, am I better than that motherfucker at like working?
That's why I told you if you're going for another job, 30%.
Well,
30% is the minimum.
I saw your
Because
brother
you know
on
it's
Saturday.
it's a big jump.
I would have took Manhattan pay scale plus 15.
Yeah.
But they wanted to just do the Manhattan pay scale thing.
Yep.
Fuck you.
Well,
No, you can't do that.
I went
can't do
huge
that.
on mine, and they came back with more than I asked for, and I was like, it's already a 55% raise, and you're going to give me more?
Yeah,
Damn.
and you
Yes,
win
stamp.
the lottery.
Fucking stamp. Let's do this.
Thank you.
It's sad though how many people you think.
But this is what
'Cause I
happens
used to be the
every
same
day.
way. I used to be the same way. Just give me a job, and then
This is literally everyday life and what you have to deal with because people get fucked every day with how much money they make or they don't make,
And then
or
they
they
just
get
put up with
lowball and they get lowball offers where they don't say, "Hey, I don't want to argue
People are
with that."
scared to bargain. I mean,
Yeah.
Tate
Oh, yeah.
mentioned this last year when he was buying that fucking trailer.
Yeah.
You don't want to haggle with somebody about it. So when somebody's like,
Bullshit.
"All right, we start at $8 an hour," and you're like, "I
They say,
know
"Well,
that this
fuck
job
that.
pays
Can I
$12 anywhere
Yeah.
else," and you're like, "Okay, I need a job. That's obviously why I'm applying here, but I'll start at 8. You guys will definitely bump me up."
But
if I
the
do a good
worst
job."
thing
Well,
you
if you
can do
can't
is
find a
lowball
job, you get
yourself.
desperate.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you can't find a job, you get desperate, and then you start in the hole. Well, at that time, you work there and find a new fucking job instead of staying miserable for 6 years.
And a lot of places now, if you're overqualified, they will tell you you're overqualified. Hey, we can't hire you here. You're overqualified. We know that you're going to quit at some point. Bitch, I need money. That's the whole reason I'm fucking applying here. It's not because I plan to leave. It's because other places that paid me more wouldn't fucking hire me. Give me fucking money. I got bills to pay.
Yep.
Eating fucking potatoes and bologna.
That's
Why are you smirking? What's
what I was going to say earlier.
What's going on over there?
Earlier is that I think the biggest turning point in my income versus my output, money-wise, is when I quit smoking cigarettes.
Oh yeah,
Literally,
saves you so much money.
When I went to e-cigs, I saved probably fucking $2 a day, and then I quit e-cigs, and then it was just like, fuck, what
$10 a
money?
day.
$2 a day, not 10.
No, when you went to e-cigs.
Yeah.
And you quit that.
Yeah, yeah.
So it went more than $2 a day.
So I saw
One, figure out the
brother on
average
Saturday.
industry price. 2, compare your skill to the average scope of work. 3, negotiate based on your aptitude. 4, find a place that can pay you what you're worth. And 4, produce. There were 2 number 4s.
Exactly, like.
But that's exactly what it is, David.
Figure out the average and go, I'm above that. Why the fuck would I get paid above or below average?
The worst possible feeling that
What
you'll
about
ever
Santa?
have in your life is when you've put your whole entire life into a company.
He's a big bone
And
motherfucker.
who? David?
No, you.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Well, no, when you put your whole entire life into a company and a person who gets hired right off the street gets paid more than you.
Yep.
So I saw your brother on Saturday at Blue Sky.
Right.
Yeah.
That shit sucks.
Chandler. We were chatting. He was already drunk. They were going to what? Rockin' the Fae.
Rock the
Yeah,
Fae.
they're at Blue Sky, and I was there picking up some to-go orders of pizza. And he was like, "Oh yeah, how you doing, bro?" And I was like, "Oh hey, what's up, Chandler?" And he was like, "What you been doing this week?" I was like, "Oh, I was hanging out with your brother last night,
Playing nails, not losing.
telling him how to be a man." He's like, telling him which end to put it in. He's like, "I'll have the conversation
Have a
with
good
you
one, Niles.
someday."
Good to see you, man. Join next week. We do this every Tuesday.
Thanks, dude.
Later. He was drunk already. They hadn't even eaten. They were at
I
at
called
Blue
him
Sky.
Friday. He's like, I'm at Rockin' the Fae. I'm like, never mind.
Seriously? You're gonna do that? Who is this? This is live. Look at this.
Live.
We got Jason over here. He's more engaged with his phone than he is.
No, I'm trying to look for a stupid
I looked at
fucking
one
comment.
thing and it.
So Niles is at Genesis or
Yes, Genesis.
Genesis? Oh, he's a Genesis.
I like that
guy.
place. They're just fucking.
It's a little more. It's pricey. It's pricey.
I went.
Yeah,
I was
and
there
you're
for like
locked
2
into a
years.
contract.
Yeah, 'cause the
2
contract
years?
shit sucks.
Don't you tell me you don't want to pay a contract.
You can tell them you just don't want to pay a
They
contract.
will haggle with you. Yes, absolutely.
They want your money. They're
Will
about
they,
to put it.
will they match Planet Fitness price?
I don't know.
$10 a month?
Ask them.
They might.
No, they might do. They might do what's fucking smart, and it's just like if you're buying something from somebody, and they're like, and that person's like, "Well, I can get it $40 over here." Then go buy it from that motherfucker and leave me alone.
And they won't
I
get my business.
know my boy
Exactly.
Chris. My boy Chris, who runs it, he'll do what he can to work with you.
All I know is I see bitches on Salina Buy Sell Trade trying to like sell
get out of their
fucking
contract.
Genesis contract.
Yeah, it's because they're dumb and they can't afford it, and they're like, "Yeah, I'll do it." They talked me into it. Like, bitch, I gave a 2-year plan. Here's $50 a month. Go ahead. I got $50 for 2 years.
I mean, I've been there before. And
They're like, "Yeah, man, I was making $500 a week on my serving job, and all of a sudden I quit."
what's this voice you're doing?
I don't know.
What is this?
It's fucking weird.
It's terrible.
I've
But
been.
that's what it is.
I've been there. It's a nice gym. It's a nice
It
gym.
is. It's
But
nice.
I'm a cheap
Uh,
fucking asshole.
But here's the thing: is they're about to add a trampoline park to it,
Oh, that sounds cool.
which is dope to me. You want to talk about cardio?
Trampoline
Go do a
parks.
trampoline park.
You think I want to go to a
like
trampoline
Wichita?
park?
You ever been to a trampoline
What
park?
haven't they been talking about getting that next door area forever? Getting a
They
pool
finally
and
got
shit?
it though. They just got it.
What, Harbor Freight?
Are they doing a pool?
No, not Harbor Freight. It used to be Office Depot, right?
It used to be fucking.
It was like,
It originally started on like Alco or some shit like that.
Alco.
We're going way back for all you motherfuckers who don't know. But yeah, it used to be Alco, and then it was Office Max. Oh, Office Depot. Office Depot. But they finally, like, they've been walking through it for forever.
When I was going there 2
Gavin,
years ago,
Gavin,
like,
what's a tramp park?
they were like it was gonna
Slip
have
and
swim
slide.
pools and shit and all this fitness area.
And they've been trying to figure out what they could do. And
Because that was my biggest gripe when I was going. So crowded.
Yeah.
Planet Fitness is getting a slip and slide next door.
Now
what is the slip and slide? Is that like a little
park, but they're not sure how they're going to.
I don't even know how to say it.
And you got everybody like with their ego and shit instead of just like some normalized people.
Oh, see, I love going there because all the people that I know that go there, they're all really cool. And I know like 20, 25 people there that are all just chill. Like, none of us go there to try. There are like 10 to 15 people there that are like, I'm here to pump loads, chest blast, let's fucking go. And you're like, all right, man, chill.
So my favorite guy at Planet Fitness is the black guy, the older black guy.
I've never been there.
All energetic.
No. He harasses me every time I fucking walk in. Oh, finally coming back into the gym. Haven't seen you guys in a while. And like their whole theme is like, you know, no harassment, no. I don't even know what they call it. What do they call it?
Oh,
fuck.
Yeah, but you can't like wear cutoffs there, and you can't like yell.
Wait, whoa,
weird.
Whoa. Can't wear cutoffs?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure you can't wear cutoffs.
I wear cutoffs every day I go there.
Can you like go? Ugh!
You can't grunt when you're lifting.
You can't grunt when you're lifting.
I don't lift.
What kind of weird is that?
I just do cardio and body weight.
Harbor Freight used to be a food barn. Yes, it was.
What's
no
up,
lugs.
Shauna?
Hey, Shauna Brady.
No, he harasses us hardcore every
is
time
that
we go
not
in.
weird that you can't go? Ugh!
I don't think that's a real thing. I think
That's a real thing.
I read a whole article.
I've never seen anybody be asked to leave
Because you shame somebody for going,
ugh! But the black guy at the door always harasses me as I walk in. Oh, it's been a while since you've been in, huh?
There's got to be a black guy. Why can't it just be the guy at the door?
Because it's a black guy. That's why I've been...
What? Where's this going?
The white guy at the door.
The white guy at the door
That's what
harasses
I'm
me every
talking
time
about,
I walk in.
Bark when you lived. Let people know that you are doing a bigger thing than you actually are. Then you yell, stop, drop, shut them down, open up shop.
Whoa.
Oh, that's how Rough Riders roll.
Oh,
Yeah.
I missed something.
The whole squad got down on that one.
You missed all of DMX ever. If you missed that.
I missed that.
Kill me.
And he's out of prison, so he's doing a show.
He's about to come
Lawrence,
back. Yeah. Dom said he's going there. He said he wouldn't miss it for the world.
Dude, I want to go.
Go.
I want to go. Dom, I know you don't watch this, but
No, Dom does watch this from time to time.
Who's
He was on
Shauna?
last week.
What's up, Shauna? How you doing? What you drinking?
I'm thinking about going.
You know Shauna?
Go do it. Yeah. She went to Sally's or Elsley. Shauna Brady.
How we looking? 9 o'clock-ish?
Yep.
9 o'clock-ish! Alright. So to end this with a debate.
A brisk debate?
A brisk. 7-minute
If we
debate.
can distract Jason from his fucking phone over there.
Man, I've been looking for a comic strip for like 5 minutes. It's fucking nuts.
Ooh, is that
It's
gonna
been the
finish
best 5
debate?
minutes of my life because you've been silent.
Burn.
Burn!
I thought it was just 5 minutes.
Where'd you go?
So I was responding. Somebody posted a comic in our work chat of, gentlemen have outstanding news. We made all grocery carts 30% more wobbly. And somebody said, impressive. Do they still sound like dying rats? And somebody said, oh, fuck yeah. To which mine was a comic I read many years ago of a pillow department, which they said, so how thick are we supposed to make these pillows when some guy says, thin enough that one's not thick enough, but two's way too thick. Which
It's
so
the
fucking
worst!
true. Yeah.
Dude, yeah. Yeah.
See? How real is that?
The realist. You know what?
Uh,
I can't even argue that.
What's in
See,
this?
that was worth 5 minutes of me
Let's
searching.
go right
that shit.
here.
Oh fuck! All right,
Finish
guys.
on this.
Brews
God
Bros.
You don't even have beer in there.
There it is. I never have fucking beer at the end of the show.
Cheese.